Welcome back to RPG Reanimators. It's a live actual play where we're tonight, Lord. Tonight we're playing Mothership VR Dead. There's a great little splice in there where I definitely got it right the first time. I'm joined by some excellent plays, and we're going to jump right into Mergen's Watch, the forefront of deep space astronomy research. This is a station that the three of you have been working on, so you'll be wanting to think of what your role is on this station. And the gimmick, so to speak, that Somnus is going with for this is basically there's a station out in space, and using their high-tech VR uh, units up on the third floor, they are able to replicate other planets, other atmospheres, basically anything around. So you can explore the entire, you know, galaxy from one place, and the comfort of VR. But it's probably got about 60 scientists if you want to think of it this way. You've got enough space for 3 or 4 ships, so don't think of this as like a massive structure necessarily, but it's decent sized. And we're going to join the group as you are at Zalig's birthday party. You are at the Morgan's Drip, the bar on the second floor, and you can see this planet beneath out the windows of the bar. This kind of orange mass. It's a pretty good distance away. You're in orbit around it, and there is Robbie behind the bar pouring drinks. And I would like to go around the crew here and introduce who you are, what you do around the station, and did you bring a gift for Zalig? We'll start with Windy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I'm the security guard here at the base, and I also moonlight as the bouncer of this bar. So I'm quite familiar with the happenings around here. I'm gonna say I did, but it's kind of a self-serving present. It's a record of all my service logs, so that I can speak their ear off about how my great accomplishments in the war, which I certainly inflate to a large degree.
So your present, just so I'm clear, is your medal list essentially.
Absolutely, it was my trinket I got. Yeah, so I'm more than happy to
Excellent.
hand that over.
Excellent. Um, Wonderful. So big is kind of the impression I'm getting. If you're a
Yeah,
bouncer,
yeah,
yeah,
very a little self-absorbed, and I don't know what the population of this station is, but I imagine it's not enough to really need a bouncer. In all honesty,
Uh,
so I'm trying to make myself seem
there's
important.
there's a couple people that you've had to kick out before.
Makes sense.
Clay in particular, like all the people you kick out because you've had to do it a few times. They get through to the captain, and then you kick them out again.
Got it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And this party is pretty small, right? Like it's not a huge station. We're talking like 10, 15 people, including you, all gathered around a sad little birthday cake. Uh, One of those people, Jasper. What's
Yeah.
Jasper look like?
Jasper is a haggard man, thin, tall. He looks constantly tired with eyes that lie deep in their sockets, and he's smoking or drinking something more or less at all times. He has
Hmm.
this kind of constant smell and this sticky uncleanliness of mechanics to him. Like he smells a bit of machine oil, and he's always a little bit of smeary and sticky. And he's mostly busy with maintaining this awesome machinery, which he doesn't find to be that awesome at all, because it's mostly very expensive equipment that no one is really respecting on the station, and
Hmm.
he's constantly behind on schedule with stuff. And his present would be to fix whatever the host is currently needing, um, more or less as a gift for him. So I put it ahead of schedule.
Excellent. Yeah, and Zalig, he's a nerdy guy, so he's actually
Hmm.
using the astronomy
Yeah.
portion, the VR there, fairly frequently. So yeah, you've had to fix stuff for him in the past because they get all whiny when their VR chair doesn't recline all the way, or
Yeah.
their habitation AC units on the fritz. So you're aware. Excellent. Excellent. And let's move to Van.
Yeah, Van is a wiry gentleman, muscular, like basically all muscle, but still pretty thin. And he is just kind of an all around repair guy. Like he will do mechanical repair, but where he really shines is in zero G. So he'll go out on the side of the ship at times, do some spacewalks, repair what's ever needed out there. He's also kind of a union man. He's been secretly whispering about trying to organize some of the other Teamsters and
Mm,
see if we can get a little more pay.
okay. Excellent.
And yeah, for a gift, he knows a few of the guys in the engineering bay, like have a hidden distillery. So he brought some custom made Carillion
I
moonshine.
love it. Yeah, yeah. In the nutrient vats section, you've got a little
Yeah.
set aside area where you're making something. And yeah, your boss, in fact, Jasper and Van, your boss, Paul, is he's stopped by the party to put in a look. He's kind of well, he's not a super fun individual, uh, to put it kindly. He's tough to talk to, big glasses, kind of short brown hair, and he finds like the mechanical parts a lot easier. So he basically showed up, said hi, and has bailed at this point. Um, Wendy, you see that next to Zalug, who is he's a talker, right? He's yakking to
Mm.
people at the party. He's showing off Jasper's records
Yeah.
that they have, like all the or I'm sorry, not Jasper,
Um,
Wendy's records.
yeah. I'm
Records of
more than
all the
happy to stay
medals.
with that. That's
Everybody's
right.
giving me pictures.
I did
Yeah.
save the day. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And he's drinking this kind of like juice packet sort of
Okay.
thing rather than the alcohol. Um, and you see the chief medical officer Emma is around. She's younger, um, red hair and kind of a 50s look to it, very
Okay.
like what's a headband and look. And
Mhm.
she's kind of hovering over his shoulder and seems to be kind of keeping an eye on him. But what do you think? How do you feel about this party that's not quite popping off?
Mm. I kind of wish I had a few more people to throw out because that's how you know it's a good party when you start throwing people out, you know?
Hmm.
So I'm gonna saunter on over to the two of them and just I want to check in and say, hey, what's going? I know you're not a heavy drinker. What you feeling all right over here? What's happening?
Yeah, it's it's my birthday, so you know it's been a bit kind of a busy day, but I don't. I was I just had a scare earlier. All right. Um, I was
Oh, what
yeah.
happened?
Uh, so you know the virtual reality stuff, right? They we go up in it and we just like we lay back and then we're around the planet or whatever and we can zoom in zoom out, we can do whatever, like we can take analysis, that sort of thing, like scientist stuff, right?
Yeah, I just use it to ride roller coasters mostly, but I get what you can do there.
Yes, the principles are the same. um but I was on the planet and there was a creature there, right? Like
Hmm.
a red creature, and I think it saw me.
It saw you. Then
Yes.
you know, I'm not some smarty high tech science person, but I just feel like that shouldn't happen. Correct? Like this is a virtual reality. There you shouldn't unless that. That is a scare. That is spooky.
Right, right. And the Emma reaches a hand over to feel his forehead and writes
Now,
something down.
when it noticed you, did it seem like it was aggressive? Was there anything in particular about it noticing you? Was it spooked from seeing you?
I mean, honestly, I I kind of logged out pretty quick after when it started coming towards me. Yeah.
Oh, it came at you. Oh, yeah,
I mean,
that is
it
spooky.
seemed like it was, and I
Yeah,
just pulled the ripcord. I'm not good with jump
un-
scares.
understandable, understandable. Yeah. Well, that is really spooky. I'll bet you those science nerds have some sort of explanation for it. But
Uh,
yeah, no, I'd be a little freaked out too. But it's your birthday. You made it.
but doctor, I am the science nerd, and yeah, I guess I
Oh yeah,
don't
I
quite
forgot.
get it. Yeah, it's my birthday. And he holds up his little like berry blast sort of thing and is just sipping on it. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
How
I'll
are
get you
Van
something
and
harder next time.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and Van will scoot over his gift for him. It's a cerulean moonshine here, and just put a little bit in there.
I call that stuff the insta bounce. One sip of that and you're getting out of here.
Yeah, and he takes the straw, holds his like puts it in the moonshine, puts his thumb over it, and like puts it back in the thing and kind of shakes it around. So he's trying to make like a mix here. And you see Emma behind him shaking her head. I really would not advise that. Hey, bottoms up. Woo! Ah, yeah, that's pretty good stuff, Van.
Oh no.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, have you talked to the captain yet?
I have not about anything in particular.
Uh, yeah. He seemed like he was looking for people. He's trying to round up some able-bodied kind of gestures towards the two of you. Uh, yeah, able-bodied kind of individuals. Um,
Oh, okay. Well, as my unit commander always said, I love a good plot hook. So let's go hunt down this captain and go figure out what's happening with him.
Well, it's my day off, so but I guess I could follow.
yeah. Jesper, how do you feel about this entire thing? You've probably
Uh,
heard him.
yeah, he's eyeing him a bit, not suspiciously, but thinking like who could have manipulated the VR machine.
Mm-hmm.
And then he walks over. So, what's this I hear about things seeing you in the VR?
Yeah. I saw something in the VR that I think saw me. If
Uh-huh.
that makes sense.
And it wasn't a prank.
I guess it could have been a prank. He's realizing instantly, like, oh right. I guess I don't know. I don't
I
know who
mean,
would have wanted to do that. This is not a very prank environment in space. Pranks are dangerous, and I don't really like danger.
yeah, it's easy to spook you, right?
Yeah, I hate jump scares. I'll tell you that much.
Okay. Listen, I can check it out if it helps you in any way. Can you give me the coordinates or the position that you scanned?
Yeah. It's LUK 43.
Okay.
Right.
That's a good
Jesper
question.
takes a note.
Yeah. Yes. Thanks so much. Yeah. If you go
Sure.
into,
I
yeah.
know. You know how things are, right? What happens in VR stays in VR.
Oh yeah, no, but literally it should. Okay, yeah, right.
That's the
And
hope.
Yeah.
yeah, and as he's talking at this, I'll say, Jasper, you see this first. Is you've got this bar. It's kind of dim. It's quiet. The door to the bar opens, and not walking in, but sliding in. It looks like about a 7-foot-ish tall blender cup of red, like, well, something solid is moving around, almost like intestines or something, but it's spinning slowly as it just moves into the space. uh and I'll say, Jasper, you're the first to just kind of see
Yeah,
this since you're talking to him.
he turns away to look at it and is like, what is this?
Go ahead and make a sanity save,
Uh-huh.
everybody.
So how do I do that again?
Yes, you will roll a D100, and you wish
Okay.
to be under your save amount.
Under my sanity.
Yes, sanity. Thank you.
So me, is it a 0 if I roll all zeros, or is it 100?
Oh, I believe that is one. Oh no, this says roll
It-
90 to 99. What do you think, Palmer? You know,
It's 0 because Mothership is actually
Yep.
from 0 to 99.
perfect.
Okay.
And if you meet your pass, it's a fail, which is kind of interesting. If
So
you
I
meet
have
your-
a 0.
Great. That's fantastic. Critical success. So you are seeing this thing coming in the door. Jasper, what are you doing? Just knee jerk reaction.
Yeah, he's pointing at it, and it's like, and what's this? Kind of like, okay, some party gag or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah. Just points it out.
Yeah.
to everyone,
Van,
basically.
Windy, yeah, go ahead and make a sanity save as you look at this
Success
morphing
23.
Yeah,
creature.
I
Very
failed
nice.
and I gained a stress.
Yes, perfect. So what's that look like as Windy sees this whirlwind? It's a
My
little
first thing
slow.
that came to my mind is I'm just gonna like touch my face in shock. Like I just want to feel my face. Just I'm like, am I tripping? Like, what am I in VR? Like, what is this?
Yeah.
This doesn't make sense.
You're feeling like that kind of like cold sweat breaking
Yeah.
out as you're
Okay.
seeing this thing moving.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's real. I'm just gonna like, let's say, I guess I have my weapon on me, my machine gun, but I'm not gonna point it yet. I'm just going to kind of analytically look at this with like my military training, trying to see if there's like if it looks like it's like coming at us aggressively or it's just kind of doing its own thing in the room.
It
Hey, birthday boy, is it what you saw?
yeah, and almost immediate like falls over, kind of falls to the ground off this stool. Emma steps away from him. That's it. That's it. It's coming for me. It's coming for, and he
It
is correct as it's like just the noise he's making and moving away. It starts to just beeline towards Zalag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it interacting with the
oh,
environment in any way? Sorry.
Yeah,
please.
yeah. As it moves, it's knocking into chairs and pushing them out of the way. It seems pretty focused, like it's avoiding tables and stuff, but it's not being too careful. And you smell the sting of like electricity on the air.
okay. Yeah, Van will take his shot, just finish it, and he keeps his vibachety or vibeshety. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that,
yeah.
Yeah.
on his back, and he'll just kind of pull it out and yeah, just stand behind the table still, not necessarily engaging it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. You think that if you're not gonna do anything, it's going to reach Zaleg
Okay.
in a turn.
Oh, well, shit. And then I'm gonna kick over the table and step in front of it. So
Okay. It halts in front of you, and you can see like this the just the spinning in front of you, kind of like a magic eye trick sort of feel to it.
yeah.
And it's going to reach out a just like a link almost of this thing. And you can again you're feeling your hairs standing on end. Gonna let it touch you.
Yeah, I think I would if it's going to touch me. Then to
If it's
him,
touch-
it's so surreal.
Yeah, I think Van's the one right in front, but if you want to get in the way, Jasper, I ain't gonna
No,
stop.
no. I'm just. He's not reacting to it. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
this is weird, and he's just
Strange.
yeah.
Van's a very simple man. And he will not let it touch him. So he's gonna be like, no, you don't. And then he's gonna try to chop its arm off with his vibe shetty.
Okay, give me a combat roll.
Yeah.
Which as a teamster, I'm sure you're actually pretty decent at.
Yeah. Let's see. Stat. Combat.
99.
19 under 37 success.
Okay. You slash down. This is a vibrachette, so it actually has like a little bit of ringy. Yeah, and it
Yeah.
just shears off this bit, and you hear like the clatter as this limb falls to the floor. Uh, a liquid starts pouring out, just a kind of a dark blue sort of color against the red of it, and it pulls away from you and
Huh,
then
okay, so this
seems
is
to
real.
try and rush past towards Zalig.
So when I see that it's actually has a physical reaction
Yeah,
to Van, then I'll try to step in the way to get in between
excellent. Yeah,
the
go ahead
two.
and make a combat or
Hmm.
like a speed if you are just kind of
Combat
trying to.
is better. Yeah, I just try to push it away.
Yeah,
16. That's a success.
all right. Like all my games, my players succeed 99% of the time. I love it. I love it. Yeah. So you're just kind of like body checking this thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It goes ass over tea kettle over one of these tables. It's leaving blue smears everywhere. And it like crashes people.
Hmm.
People at this point are clearing out of the bar. Uh,
Yeah.
Wendy, what are you doing while this is going on?
So during this process, I'm actually trying to make range. I'm trying to get into long range, which is, starts at roughly 20 meters to 50 feet,
Okay.
to try and get to a range where I can shoot this thing because I have a
Okay.
long range rifle that's most effective.
Okay.
And
I'd
then I would
say
do like to open up and on it.
absolutely. Yep.
All right,
the
cool.
the key thing here is you're not aiming towards the windows out, one assumes.
Yes, I want to make sure I'm not going to depressurize the room, but I am aiming for the blob.
That is smart. That is
Sounds
smart.
good. I'm going to attack. Is it okay if I add my military training to this attack
Please
combat
do.
roll?
Yes.
Got it.
Yes. That
And
is
I'm
a good
rolling.
reminder for, since we haven't played Mothership in a bit, if you have a skill that you can add, you add to the number you have to be under. So
Mhm.
Gotta beat a
excellent.
57. 0-0 critical success. Combat check military training plus 10. One shot
Unbelievable.
used. 4 of my 5 shots left. Let's see if it's gonna roll. I gotta roll damage. Damage is a 20. That's 4d10. So right halfway.
Yeah. Yeah. Between Van's cut and this gunshot, the thing just explodes in a blue thing. The back of the bar, there's, like they have all the bottles lined up like that. A few of them shatter from the bullet going through them, and the rest get splattered. And this thing kind of collapses and starts to ooze across the floor.
Awesome. I'm gonna, as it oozes across the floor, I'm gonna raise my gun and another successful day at the core.
What? What? Zaleg's losing his mind over there. How? How could it have done that?
How did it
Yeah.
make its way here? You saw it on the planet last, and now it's in here. That's bad.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Well, we need to see how this thing got to this place. Did it come aboard somehow, or did it come from this base? We need to check all incoming and outgoing shipments.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Yeah.
And I
Right.
think I go and check the VR suite.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good uh and as you're standing around this alien, clearly, that is on the floor, your ears start to pitch up in a whine,
Hmm.
and it goes up and up and up, and it's screaming in your ears. And there's a shift for the three of you as you were in the bar, and you are still in the bar. You think you feel the cold stainless steel of the floor. You feel a gnawing hunger, and you feel an ice cold certainty that this is not your ship.
Hmm.
And your vision is completely dark. A message appears in the darkness. System has encountered an unexpected error. Rebooting. Rebooting.
Oh,
Rebooting.
I'm yanking off my VR headset if I got one on. I just trying to. That's
You
my take.
Yeah. Wendy then is the first to see. Rips this off. You are still in the bar. On the floor, this sound must have knocked you to the ground. You're lying partly in a growing pool of blood from, it looks like some kind of gaunt scientist that has had his arm cut off and his chest blown open.
Oh, oh, that's bad.
The bar windows behind are cracked, and the entire place is looking pretty bad. Like, not all the lights are on, there's flickering the ones that are, and the planet fills the entire side of it. You're way too close.
Wow, I'm gonna make a panic check right now.
That sounds
Just
good. And in
from
fact,
that.
Yeah.
set
I'm
your
gonna go for it.
stress to 4 as you're
Okay.
just
Oh,
born into a world you don't like.
Absolutely. I feel
Okay.
like I'd make a panic check here, so that's what I shall be doing. Let's see. Panic roll success with a 9. So I did
Okay.
not panic, held it
You're
together,
fine.
but this is bad. This is bad. My first instinct is like look around and see if anyone else, if I see anyone else like wearing headsets around me. Probably Jasper and
Yep. Yeah,
uh,
Jasper Van, you're seeing this.
Van.
How are you two reacting?
yeah. I mean, I look out the window. I've been in the 0G, at least like I've been outside of the ship and I've never seen the planet that close. So um, he'll pull his VR heads up, look down at the ground where somebody's arm is missing. And is he holding his vibe
Yeah.
shetty?
Yep.
Okay. It's
The
like, oh,
blood-stained vibe shetty.
shit. Oh, God. Oh, God. And he'll kind of just shakily put it on his back. He passed his panic check, though.
Excellent. Excellent.
Jasper did not pass anything. He had an 88. That is
Oh, that's quite bad. Yes.
that's not
Uh,
not great. So he'll more or less come to himself and then start screaming. I try to flee the scene.
Okay, I love it. Fleeing the scene, Jasper, you break out, you knock into something in your like rush out
Yeah.
that Van and Windy, you'll see in a moment, appears to be some kind of mobile robot, but Jasper, you're past it almost immediately into kind of that main hallway area there. And pretty much once you're out of the bar, you are hearing just a blaring siren. Danger, danger, 2 hours to impact, 2 hours
Oh,
to impact, danger, danger.
Okay.
System power, and like the little like spinny lights are going, and you're seeing other people just wandering around with these bulky VR sets on, the same one you ripped off your face, and they seem like they're just moving about their day. They have no idea that this is going on. But just from a look, you look thin, right? Like, you look like maybe you have not been eating very well for a week. These
Yeah.
people look like they've not been eating well for a couple months. They are desiccated almost and barely moving. You're seeing wires and like IV bags just kind of clipped onto them. They're looking pretty rough.
Okay.
But where do you think you'd run to? What's
Uh,
Jasper's safe space?
Probably the control room of the VR station where he's mostly working and trying to fix the
Excellent.
set. So he's kind of running there, but I just failed another panic check, so he's not stopping.
I love it.
He's he's not coming to it. So he's like, ah, and then maybe screaming like, we're going to crash, and then he's
And I think we'll cut away as you get to
yeah.
that stairwell that's in the kind of the southeast, if we were to
Mhm.
assign the cardinal directions.
Yeah.
And that stairwell up is just rubble. And you can actually see there are a few like limbs peeking out of it, months old at this point. Looks like this won't be the way upstairs. And the station is falling apart more than you knew.
It's not. This is not helping.
Yeah, it's not good. Windy Van, you're in this room. You see this machine that Jasper knocked into. It
Mhm.
kind of tilts around. It's like one of those kind of the earlier robotic Boston Dynamics type things, the ones they're always like kicking the side of to try and knock it over. And it is festooned with all these IV bags that seem to be full of this kind of reddish slurry. And it takes onto its legs, and you hear a woman's voice come out of it. Please remain calm. Please remain calm. Windy Van. Please remain calm.
Hmm. My first instinct is to kind of look around and see if I have that trinket that I handed over, the list of all my military accomplishments, so I can grip it like a mantra and be like, "Time to save the day again, Windy. We're gonna do this."
Um,
Um,
there, yeah, I'll say there is a data pad that you would like put this onto.
uh-huh.
It is cracked and dark. Looks like it hasn't had power for a while.
I'm still gonna kiss it and be like, "We gotta power through this, Windy," because I am kind of freaking out with where I'm at. But I'm gonna try and like move away from this robot because I don't really want to mess with it. And I need to figure out if we need to find the captain. If that's still a thing, I want to try and head towards the captain's quarters or the.
Mhm.
Let me look on the map and see exactly where I'm trying to go. Just as a long term, I don't know if he'd be in his quarters or if I think most likely he'd be like on the
Yeah,
like
the
some sort of
captain's
deck.
quarters are kind of like on the opposite side of the
Mm,
station. The
okay,
station's split west to east, if you want to kind of
got
think of
it.
it that way. And right, you basically go through an interior airlock and you're in the living area.
Yeah, then I guess I'd say like admin. I'm gonna try and like find my way to like the admin sector. Um, but my initial instinct is
I
first
love
just to
that.
get away
Yep.
from this weird ass robot that's approaching me.
Okay. Excellent. Van, what about you?
Yeah, can Van, he'll pull out his spanner, and can he go over to the robot and use his mechanical repair to try to disable it quickly?
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and
It's like, all right, why don't you calm down? And then let's see. Do you want me to do that with intellect?
intellect
Or
makes sense. Yeah, you're
okay.
just trying to kind of disable it from a motor side, or are you trying to turn it off? Like, what's your aim here?
Yeah, I would go over to it's the where the neck is and basically try to open up a control panel and then just switch it
I
off
like
with
it.
like a dead switch.
I like
But
it.
it does not look like it's going to work because I rolled an 88 as a critical failure.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Now, sorry to jump in. I'm saying if you want any assistance with that, I do have computers and jury rigging. If you're ever trying to do anything like that, if we're nearby, we can work together. Just tossing it out
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah. Take a stress for
Oh yeah,
failing this. Um, and this device, you're clicking around on it, and you see on the back of the like that little neck unit that you're looking at that it is abbreviated MMA, as this device clicks around. And please, Van, you are not well. You are not well. Your caloric intake is too low. Please allow me to assist. And it's like hoisting up little needles with like IV drips to a bag as it's looking at you.
God. I mean, with my critical failure, I think that he would just be resigned to it as he's doing, like maybe even not even paying attention. He's just stuck in there. And he says, yeah, whatever. And just like basically gives it consent on
Yep.
accident. So, yeah.
And it just jabs with a practiced motion, and very quickly for these sort of things, like it just puts the IV in, and then it like wraps the bag around you with some gauze, and you basically have just like on your arm one of these little packets that's
Yeah.
filled with kind of this like I said, a red slurry to it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. He'll get startled and then realize it's not trying to kill him and then step away from it. Be like, should we get Jasp?
Yes, he can help transport to the nutrient tanks. Crewman Marcus. And it moves over to this body that has been blown apart, and the arm is there, and it just reaches out a hook around this person's collar and starts to drag him out of the bar.
Okay.
Please do not forget the arm. Thank you, Van. Thank you.
Yeah, Van will pick it up. Yeah, he'll hold the arm. Is with the slurry, is it satisfying? Is it sating anything?
You can feel it going, and you're still very hungry. Like
Okay.
it's you're starving. The other two are adrenaline up. But you're feeling like,
Hmm.
yeah, at least I'm getting some nutrients, but it's not like I'm eating something. So that would be the ideal.
Okay. All right. Jasp, you okay?
You're on the comms basically, or
I would walk out behind the
Yeah.
robot and yell towards the stairwell.
Yeah, I think you see both of them looking up at this admin crushed down stairwell.
yeah, you might probably catch me just screaming, "We're going to crash!" and heading towards the VR lab.
Um, you're going the wrong way if you think we're gonna crash. We probably got to go to the controls. Um, calm down, buddy. And then I'll like try to like approach him. And then I'll kind of like grab him with one arm, but then I have the other arm and kind of pat him on the back with the severed arm. Like, it's okay, buddy.
Okay.
I'm sure that helps your case in terms of the calming effect.
No social roles in this game. So.
Not between players. So yeah, how's Jasper feel about this situation?
When you're catching up to him, he is kind of panicking still. He does take a little bit from your calm, but I mean you're covered in blood and holding a severed arm, so he's not really. He doesn't feel too chummy right now, so he's not really convinced that you're helping.
Yeah, you two look fairly smarter than me. I don't really know where we should go, but it's probably not to the VR lab.
Okay, I mean,
Eyes on the
what?
prize, guys. Come on.
So, okay. What is happening? Why are you holding an arm?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. The robot told me to grab it. And I'll kind of set it in the stairwell next to the other arm. Like just
Mhm.
okay. Here, so.
Okay. Do I know the robots, or are they strange to me?
It's a little fuzzy because you're kind of coming out of it. You don't know this robot, like not by name or anything. You can see
Yeah.
the MMA on it, but it doesn't feel unfamiliar at the same time. And all three of you kind of have like a vague feeling that maybe you've known each other for a long time. Maybe on another ship? Not the Mergen's watch, though. It's kind of in that like back of your mind.
My 2 burst spheres combined, red 40 and Soylent Green. I'm gonna make sure we're not getting hit with it anymore.
Yeah.
But I imagine, I mean, I'm kind of separate from them. I mean, well, if we're all going to the same stairwell, I imagine,
Yeah, yeah.
because that separates.
probably.
I'm
Yeah,
basically with
say you're
you
there.
guys too. It's like, all right, so this is bad. We're obviously weak, kind of emancipated. We got robots trying to inject us with strange fluid. We need to figure out where we're going and what our goal is here. I agree with going to the VR decks might be a good move, but it kind of looks like everywhere is now the VR deck. So, it's the VR deck has breached containment, so to speak, and we have 2 hours till we got to solve this. So if we have a flight deck, so maybe we can see if we can reactivate some sort of, safety system for the ship so it doesn't fall into the planet, that would be good. I still think it's worth. I don't think the the guy we were talking to who's still in VR, assumedly, was probably incorrect about finding the captain. I wouldn't be surprised if the captain needs help or something like that, and it was just getting filtered through VR. So I still think it's worth it to try and find the captain. Is like I strategically make a game plan with my military training.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
making a lot of sense, Wendy. Let's.
Well,
find
the captain
captain.
quarters is right over there, and I'll point to the door from this area that
Just
goes that way.
nods and follows along,
Yeah.
trying to make heads or tails of the situation.
Is there one of the other people wearing a VR mask near us?
Yeah, just kind of walking around. And
Yeah.
it seems like a daze to you, but they probably feel like they're going with purpose.
Yeah. Hey, pal, can I borrow that? And I'll just like pull one off of their face and see what happens. So,
Okay. Make a strength check first for me.
all right. All right. $56 over 45 failure.
Okay. What's the failure here? Especially you're a big guy. You're strong.
Yeah.
You didn't realize this person was that weak
Oh.
as you pull off this headset and you like there's skin that comes off with it. This has been attached too long and you pull off a decent chunk of this person's face
Oh my God.
along with it, and the eyes behind it are just blank.
Yeah.
And then it starts to scream in fear and fright as you think maybe you ripped like just now it's here in this horrible situation.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah. Should I do a sanity save for that, or
that seems
fear?
seems appropriate. Yeah.
Sanity's probably success 9 under.
Good.
Yeah, he'll look at the goopy skin that came off. It's like, oh, Jiminy Cricket, I am so sorry. And then just kind of push the VR back like to his chest and curl his arms up around it.
Yeah.
Like, here. Yeah.
What did you want with the headset anyway?
I was just gonna see what happened when I took it off. So apparently we know, so we should try not to take those off unless we have medical resources.
Medical resources are limited. You hear that robot dragging the body along the floor.
Oh God, it's coming. We gotta get moving, gang. We gotta get moving.
Okay. Captain's quarters.
Captain's quarters. All right. Yeah, you go through the airlock over to the secondary section. Let me double check here. I think you're fine to pretty much go in. Yes, the captain's quarters is right away as you go through. It does look like the door is locked, but this is not a particularly like strong door. It's just an interior sort of thing.
If it's not a strong door, I could use my strength and maybe to try and kick down the door or bust it in.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't know if anyone wants to assist me with this to maybe get advantage on it or something like that. Obviously, warden oversight. I'm just trying to cover.
Right?
our bases.
Yeah. You can absolutely like double kick it with 2 people if you want. That's cool.
Yeah.
Jasper's taking a safe distance of that. He's not feeling all too great. And he then, if there's like a console somewhere near, he'll try to access the system status and see whatever he can learn about this station.
Excellent. Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna have Wendy with advantage go ahead and roll a strength. I assume Van, you're kind of working together
Oh
there,
yeah.
and Jasper,
Cool.
give me some sort of intellectual roll as you're attempting. You find like a slightly busted console. It's got
Can I
another
roll on
spider crack.
engineering for that? For
Sure.
the
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I got a 49 failure, 1 stress gained.
And one stress gained, and the door it breaks open. Right. You do this, but it takes a few, and you realize you're not as strong as you were before. Like,
Yeah, that's concerning.
yeah, that's worrying. And the interior of this room is fairly luxurious by comparison, but I mean, right away you can't help but notice there's a large blood stain in the middle of the floor. No body around. There are awards across the wall and pictures of a woman that is completely unfamiliar to you by the name of Diane Rodriguez. Like, you can see awards labeled to her. That is not the captain that you know. You have no idea who this is.
Are they sorry to say that I missed it. Were they wearing like any sort of like uniform that signifies them as
Yeah.
a captain? Okay.
Yeah, they in like the pictures, they probably have like the Mergen's watch launch, so it's them and a bunch of scientists in like the Shining sort of picture. Everybody's
Yeah.
right there. Yeah,
Yeah. Might
yeah,
also be that this posting might be like one of the rewards. Like this is
yep, yep.
for
This is a
outstanding
cushy
services. You
job.
get
Yeah,
assigned to this station, and yeah.
yep, yep. There's the kind of like I shot all these space bugs awards sort of thing here.
Huh.
So you get the impression like probably a bit of a badass that is now just looking over a bunch of scientists, but that's a lot of blood in the blood stain on the floor.
I wouldn't be surprised if they died here and their body got consumed into the robot injector thing. Because obviously the robots are collecting bodies, dragging them away, and they're injecting people with this red slushy substance. 1 + 1 = 2. Or they've been, this robot, this whole station seems to be on some sort of like sustainment path, which obviously we got about 2 hours until that sustainment path runs out, hour and a half. That's bad. So we know so the captain's gone. Man, we got to find our way to some sort of like admin control or something or even just escape pods. Do we have any escape pods in this station, or are we just a way off?
That's a good time to jump to Jasper, I think, actually.
Yes. So I succeeded the roll with a 34. Yeah.
Excellent. All right. What you know from a quick kind of bit you can do in this console, right? You're not going to be able to fly the ship from here. You need to be in the command center for that. But you get all the warnings. Life support, it's not good. It's real low. Water level, real low. Hydroponics, real bad, all dead. There's 3 ships in the docking bay and a shuttle in the captain's bay in particular. And yeah, you have about 2 hours until, well, hour and 40, hour 50 before this thing crashes into the planet. It's losing altitude fast. You think there's probably some sort of nuclear leak in that very bottom level. One of those
Like
rods probably gave
radiation
out.
leak or something.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. You're an
Okay.
engineer. You don't want to be in there without a few suits, and you'd prefer it to be the other guy that goes in.
Okay. So he's very absorbed reading this the dashboards and everything and checking the logs. And when you come out, he says, yeah, I think this station hasn't been maintained in a long time. There's ships and a shuttle, but if we've been cut off for an extended period, we might not be happy in a shuttle. We need to check if the ships have fuel. And what the fuck happened here, honestly? Maybe
least that's a
someone
game
raided
plan.
the station. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but take whatever belongings you have, and then let's get out of here. And maybe some people that we can save.
Yeah. Are you guys like looking through the room at this point at all, or is like
Yeah.
Yeah, we
kinda
were
had
looking
the
at the
shot? Yeah.
pictures and stuff, like kind of poking around.
Yep,
Yeah.
searching around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
those
you
two definitely.
Yeah, as you're looking too, we'll say you find first of all a revolver
Nice.
with 2 clips of ammo in the back of the sock drawer, sort of thing, right? You're just pulling out things and cool, a gun. Um, you additionally find underneath the bed a bloodstained key card.
Nice.
Okay.
God, I love a good key card.
Yeah, and it has the word command on there, which you should never
Oh.
do with your key cards. But I mean,
Huh.
we're this station. Who's gonna steal it? But it's fine.
Right.
it's-
Well, it looks like we can now have a new place to go. Is there a command room? I'm thinking about
Yes.
my map.
Yes.
All right.
Yep, it's on the
Fantastic.
3rd
Number
floor.
3 on
Yep.
3rd floor. Yeah. 3-3. All right. Well, it looks like we have an objective, gang. We can get to the command. We can possibly check. I mean, you're the engineer, Jasper, so you tell me, Mr. Smarty Pants. But for me, it makes sense to hit the command room and see if we can somehow get these ships refueled and possibly find one that's not going to poison us over time or that's leaking nuclear fuel. And we can
Uh-huh.
get out of here.
Yeah. He is struggling to keep his voice level, and when he says, I don't know. I mean, it depends on if the station, if the robots, if the automatics are still working. I don't know if we have to refuel it. I'm a VR engineer.
I know how
Hey,
to
we don't
refill a
have to-
ship, so I think we'll be all right. So if there's fuel, we'll figure out a way to get it on there. It's okay, Jeffs. Calm down, buddy. Did that computer tell you this planet has life on it or anything?
At the velocity you're going, that is not a concern for you at the moment.
Okay.
We are not
Now,
going to
I-
survive a crash, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah. I mean, you won't.
No,
you
just
won't
don't
hit
want
the
to kill
planet.
a bunch of people. So yeah.
Oh, you won't hit the planet. You'll have burnt up in the atmosphere
Okay.
and blaze of nuclear
Yeah.
Armageddon way before that.
Great.
Now
great.
I have
okay.
a machine gun, but I've only got 4 shots left in it. Does anyone else want this pistol? Is anyone else a good shot? If
Never
not, I'll
touch
take
the
it as a
things.
backup weapon.
Yeah, well, you're thinking that. Where do you usually keep your machine gun?
Oh, that's a great point. Imagine I'm pretty emancipated. I imagine like slung around my back.
You feel back there and you realize, yeah, you haven't used it in a bit. Since that, you pull it out. Roll a d4 for me.
Sounds good. Let's see. That is the dice. I got D5 is what it has in here. I'll re-roll it if it's 5. And I got a 4.
Okay. All right. You're still, yeah. Pull it out. It's looking good. Still has all
Sweet.
your ammo in it. Well, minus 1 shot, I guess.
Yep. So I got 4 to 5 shots and I came with
All
0
right.
reloads. So
Excellent.
yeah, but I would love that secondary revolver as a backup if I can check him. If anyone else doesn't have anything to say to the contrary.
That's all you, buddy. Don't touch him.
Fantastic. I'll grab it.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know if we can shoot the planet or whatever you want to do with it.
We're flying in a giant missile toward it, so
Yeah, I kind of think that shooting it is the least of our concerns right now. I'm hoping. I mean, that thing didn't seem too, like the red creature didn't seem like too unfriendly. And then when we took it off, it was the I think it was either the scientist that we shot up with the headset or the robot. I think it was the scientist was like what it was when we took off our headsets.
yeah.
So
That didn't really
least we know-
happen. So
Yeah, I'm also thinking that it was very surreal. Maybe a stress response to our dwindling health.
Yeah, I think it was something was going wrong on our headsets, and they weren't like their VR model, their VR chat model wasn't being like translated correctly, and so it was glitching out. That's what we saw in my opinion.
In your professional opinion, Jasper
In my professional
crosses his
opinion,
arms.
I'm no smarty pants. I just know how to point a gun and shoot and win wars, but you know.
Uh-huh. I
Bottom line
think
is we killed the guy, so
I
let's just
think the
get going.
VR headset saved our ass, honestly, by waking us up with this stress
I
thingy.
agree.
So
Yeah.
I agree. Well, let's start moving to that command. We have a place to go, and I think it's a good place to start.
Yes. Now, I find the first map is actually pretty helpful for that. The one that shows all the levels.
Mhm.
There is a bit of a pickle here. Is how are you going to get to the third level if the stairwell is broken, basically?
Ugh, stairwell's
Well,
broken. Do we have another stairwell to go
there's
down?
an
Is there only one?
elevator.
There's the elevator.
Oh, I hate elevators when
when the
rather do
shit
things
hits the
with my own
fan.
2 feet.
I've
So
had
let's give it a try.
I've had to work on it. If you want, we can just bust the top, and I think there's an access ladder in the
Yeah.
shaft, and we could just climb the ladder.
I'm
Is it
also
not
pretty good at
working?
jury rigging, so if we need to rig something up to get us up there, I think we could probably pull it off.
Guys, is the
Yeah.
elevator broken? Did I miss something?
No, we just
Well.
you gotta assume worst case scenario. You gotta live by Murphy's law around here.
Jasper, what you can go ahead and take it. Let us know how it is.
Okay.
I like that.
Before I climb ladders, I take the elevator,
Well,
guys.
I like that, Jasper. Maybe that's like you hit the button, the doors open, and you hate it when these two are right. As the elevator shaft just yawns in front of you, and you can look. If you kind of look over the edge, you can see the actual elevator car has slammed into the first level, and yeah, there's the ladder up, but
Let's do
The
it.
best are always the first to go.
Don't look down. Yeah, I'll jump on the ladder.
Yeah, of course. Now I look down. I mean, what?
That's the point of the joke.
it's just 20, 30 feet. It's just a story. It's fine. Yeah. But I like that. A ladder makes complete sense. Going up to the first floor, you have to kind of like haul yourself out of the elevator again, and you've got that like stuffy air, very recycled in there. Um, the fluorescent lighting here is stronger, and at least it's on, but this place seems pretty empty. Every once in a while, you'll just hear like a over the speaker or something. And yeah, you can see you have the offices off to one side. There is the boardroom, which I'm sure you're invested in. There's a command room, communications room, and life supports all up here. So yeah, where are you guys thinking of going?
I think it's command. I think first instinct is still just try the command, get in the key card, and pop it.
Okay. Going to the command room. It opens up. The first thing you notice, there are no screens or keyboards. There are 3 dead and rotting bodies on chairs with VR helmets on.
Well,
And yeah, another nice view of the planet. You can see the planet really good from here.
Are there any like computers active in here? Possibly anything that's showing like general
Oh yes,
statuses and stuff like that?
it looks like the VR chairs are connected to the main computer.
Well,
I
who's
still
the
feel we should have had to VR first. I want to know what they're seeing, what is ever happening here. But sure, let's check the computers. I'll do a panic test to move a
Yeah.
dead body to the side.
And just so I'm clear on that, is it probably is like you were saying, Jasper, is you probably have to be in VR to interact with the command area.
makes sense.
Yeah, I'll try the VR headset from the
Okay.
dead guy, and I'm kind of freaking out while doing it.
Yeah, you want to make a fear test as you're putting it on.
Nah, I'm not doing well with that.
Just one. Yeah, one stress.
So I'm at 5 now.
Yeah, you're doing great. Yeah, no
you
problem.
got this.
Okay.
And the VR console goes over your eyes. You feel the wash of relief and remove 2 stress
Oh.
as
Oh,
the main command deck appears around you, you see that the other 2 chairs are empty. The captain is in there looking out at the distant planet, and those lights that were harsh before are now an appropriate level. Everything looks completely fine.
Okay. Okay.
And the captain, he's a you know you know him from around. He's kind of a portlier guy with very short hair. He just turns and Jasper, Jasper, are you okay? What's going on?
Uh, I look around to see the others, just to realize that I'm in VR and I'm like,
Yeah. There's 2 of these red swirling masses where Wendy and Nick were.
then I back off from them and take
Be careful,
take a defensive posture.
they're not. Yeah. Oh, okay. It's okay, Jasper. Just stay calm. They seem to respond to violence to violence. They're probably harmless. Just stay back from them unless you have a weapon.
So what is going on, Captain? What is happening?
Far as I can tell, there's some sort of invasion. These like reality warping things. They're tricking. They're confusing people. The station's under attack. I don't want to alarm you, but we're in a lot of danger.
What? His voice jumps an octave or two. It's we were trying to evacuate. We're crashing into the planet. I
No.
tried to check one of the consoles.
Yeah, and he's kind of walking over. No. And Wendy and Van, from your side, you see Jasper moving around. You hear him talking, and like he's looking at like in VR when you're like, oh, typing on the computer. He's just in midair. Type. Everything you are seeing, Jasper, looks completely fine. Like,
okay,
life support's great, gravity's great, elevator's great. It's all good. Their security shutters are down between the levels, but and the captain is just look. It's all right. I think they're trying to trick us into overreacting.
I mean, it's working.
Right. So just stay calm. Just stay calm. Don't do anything.
Where are the others?
The others, Paul is working on something. He's down in engineering. We're working on something we can. We've got teammates, crewmates dealing with these cyclone things. And Wendy and Van, are you doing anything as you're watching Jasper move around in this?
I'm gonna find the nearest seat to like take a seat and take a breather on. I imagine being emancipated and pretty hungry. I'm pretty tired, so I'm gonna just kind of move to the nearest thing and possibly even pushing a body to the setting a body on the floor if I need to. Just doop and taking a seat.
Another episode of the Jasper Show.
Can I get an idea of where Jasper's looking at when he talks to somebody?
Yeah. Assuming Jasper just looking over, he's talking to nothing.
Okay, there's not like a body in that spot.
There's nobody else in this room but you.
Okay.
And the dead bodies, obviously.
Yeah, and hearing him talk to himself, I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, Jas, buddy, you all right in there?"
Yeah, we need to be ready to yank Jasper out if we think it's going too far. I don't just leave and Jasper in there.
And there's this annoying pitched sound that's going on, and he's like, Jasper, no, don't listen to whatever they are. As one of them sits on. Don't listen.
yeah, just was like tilting his head, trying to listen to two things at the same time, and then he's kind of talking to the others. So, guys, I don't know what's happening. The captain is here, and he says the aliens are here. He says they react to violence and attacks, and they try to make us do something stupid.
Buddy,
I'm not sure
Van,
what is happening now.
Van, I might be going in. I think it's worth one of us going in. But listen, if I'm in there for a few minutes, I want you to yank me out.
yeah, no problem, buddy. I'm
All
gonna
right,
pull out my
sounds good.
vibe shetty and just have it in my lap.
All right. Excellent.
I'm shoving on my
Uh,
headset.
Yes, let's go.
And I'm going in.
Shoom.
While they're in there, is there anything I can like mechanically manipulate, or is it all just a blank room with headsets?
It is a blank room with headsets within here. Like, you've got a great view of the planet that's really moving fast under you.
And is there a way I could see if that's a projection or an actual view window?
Yeah, I think that's fairly straightforward as you've done this kind of thing before.
Yeah.
Walking up to the window, that's very real feeling.
Okay.
It feels like it's just space glass, essentially. Whatever they've got that they use to make space safe glass. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah.
What am I?
Thick
Some
glass.
Kind of, what am I? Some kind of glass scientist? I don't know.
No. It's probably heat resistant or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just be muttering like these bastards, and I'll be thinking I want to go to the boardroom and see if they were. So I can figure out something, but I'm not going to leave these two guys like in this too long. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because I definitely like asked you like, hey, yank me out for like 3 minutes. You know, I don't want to be in there too long. I just want to show up, see what's going on, and then get out.
It's like we barely got 3 minutes, guys, but sure.
Wendy, as you're going in, go ahead and clear 2 stress. And do make a fear test, just like Jasper had to do, of just putting on this dead person's VR set.
That is a 23 success.
All right, you're great. No stress at all. And in fact, you clear a couple as you're now within the beautiful command room, and you see the captain there talking with Jasper, and he pretty much looks up. Oh my good God, Wendy, are you okay?
Captain, we have a problem. We have a big problem.
That's why I try to keep saying.
Yes, the aliens.
They're not aliens, Captain, sir. They're not aliens.
What do you mean?
They're people. They're people that aren't plugged in.
Okay.
The VR deck, it's breach containment.
That kind of makes sense. Yes. So you're saying, and he seems to like get lost in it for a second there, just like standing there. Right. Okay. Here's the thing. We need to get them back. They are in danger the longer they're out there. Yes, the people. The people, yes, the people. The entire crew has been hunting, started hunting these things for, well, not sport, but you know how it is.
Yes. I killed one myself, so I know exactly the danger we're in by wandering around as these red blobs. Yeah. So we need to make sure that I'm going to leave in 3 minutes. In about 2 minutes at this point, I'm getting yanked out of here again. I'll be a red blob.
No. And he actively looks terrified when you even suggest that. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's dangerous for you to leave this. All right.
I understand, but I don't have an option here. I gave the command and I'm getting yanked. I don't have a way to communicate back.
Wait. Okay. So you're saying there's somebody in this hallucination that you think is going to pull you out?
Do you see that red blob right there? The last red blob in the room. I imagine That's the person that's going to yank me out.
Right. Well, just no. I've seen. I think I've seen. Just stay in, stay in. And he goes, kind of like opens up an intercom on this middle, wall
Yeah.
console sort of thing. And Paul, I think we need some units up here fast.
I looked
And one
to.
last thing before I get out of here. This ship is on a crash course with the planet. We've got about an hour and a half until this thing collapses and we all die, VR or not. So if we can stop that, we need to try and stop that. If not, we need to get everyone onto escape shuttles and try and get out of here.
No, we're not. We're not doing that.
What?
We're we're not doing that. You say these things and it can't be true. It can't. No, I'm going with you enough to say that these things might be human. We just need to turn them back. Windy, we just need to turn them back.
Watch this, Captain. I'll become a blob in about a minute, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I'll pull Jasper out first. I'll just
Okay.
pull it off of his head. Hopefully his face doesn't come up with it. And then I'll
No, he's not been in
Windy
long
off.
enough.
Okay.
Yeah. There's face on it, but not from him.
Okay, yeah.
Go ahead though, as you're starting that, go ahead and make a essentially a listen roll. So maybe an intellect.
Okay.
Yeah.
29 under 41, success.
Okay. There's no stress additionally here, but as you are pulling off Jasper's thing and moving towards Windy, you're hearing scraping. Sounds like from a long way down the elevator, like something large is pulling itself up the ladder.
Okay. Hey guys. Can you guys listen for that? Do you hear the same thing? And it's not a hallucination, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a note, just because it's been about 3 minutes.
Mhm.
Windy, you getting this thing off, like getting the thing
Mhm.
off, you have a bit of a headache. You think if you like just put these on and rip them off quickly,
Yeah.
that's extremely dangerous to do.
Oh,
Like you could basically give yourself a brain aneurysm.
yeah.
So like
It's
3
not good.
minutes, you're okay.
Yeah.
But don't dip in and dive out.
Absolutely. Sounds good. That was my one attempt where I'm like, whew, not doing that one again. That is bad. Bad news.
The three of you are currently in the command center. You've just pulled off the headsets. You're hearing this scraping noise coming from the elevator shaft and a little bit of like electronic feedback echoing. What are the three of you doing?
I'm announcing, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. We need to keep moving. It might be one of those robots coming to forcefully reintegrate us or inject us with more of that gross soylent red. So we need to let's see. The captain wasn't much help. He doesn't know. He's unwilling to really listen to us, and he says we're being hunted. So we need to make sure. Yeah, we just need to keep moving.
Yeah, but I mean, that was the world that felt real. Are we in the real place? Because I don't know anyone here on this station.
That's a great point.
Are we in the VR or are they in the VR?
That is a terrifying thought. I kind of think that we're in the real world because it's shittier, you know.
Fair.
I'll roll a fear save when he says that. So.
Yeah,
Good.
I like that.
I need
It's
to
a
play the
failure.
scientist.
Yeah.
Gain 1 stress. All right.
Okay.
Well, regardless, guys, where are we going? So we couldn't do anything at the command. Are we going straight to the shuttles? Do you want to go to the VR place? What do you think?
I think we just got to get out of here. It doesn't sound like they're even really willing to help us, even the ones in VR, or they're just unwilling to believe it. So, and it's been a little bit, and it's been a lot. So I'm trying to remember what exactly you found, Jasper, at the console as far as the state of the ships. I don't know if we need to do something before heading to the ships and getting them launched. Bad
Uh,
ships are bad.
ships. I mean, from this ship, what we're on, the station is bad. There's a radiation leak.
Yep.
There are
Yep.
3 ships parked and 1 shuttle near the captain's quarters. And we should all be wearing hazmat suits, honestly.
Yeah, well, we can find hazmat suits. I feel like they might be either in. I'm looking right now. They might even
I
be
mean,
nearby to the reactor
They
if
would
anyone needs to
be.
work on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'd be able to find those kind
I
of
know
in
where
that
mine
area.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I guess that's our first goal is to move towards the reactor room, get ourselves suits, and then just find our way to the shuttle bay and at
Yeah.
least try and like just to get an eyeball on these ships.
Yeah, and if
Okay.
you kind of look at the floor 1 plans, the shuttle bay 3 and 4 kind of on that the very last map,
Yeah.
those would be basically the captain's shuttle. And then
Okay.
in the middle there's the ship dock that says 3. That's where 3 other ships are.
Well, at least they're decently close to each other. I'm trying to eyeball the map. So we could always check them all out. We know the captain. I mean, we have his key card. I don't know if this will apply to the get us into his shuttle or not. But regardless, it's a place to go. So let's head to the reactor first, because it's all on floor 1. Head to the reactor, get ourselves safe suits, and then try and at least see what we need to get to fix the shuttle, because it's always one thing after another around here.
I don't want to be the guy who's always naysaying things, but do you hear that sound coming from where we need to get down to the first floor?
Yeah, let's. What I would like to do is, I don't know if I can, if it still sounds like it's approaching.
Yeah.
I would love to kind of set up, possibly even like set up an aim with the machine gun like prepped and ready for whatever this thing is to pop out of the sector of
Okay.
the elevator shaft. You know, just taking my time to really set up my shots.
Okay.
I'm trying to
Where
mechanically
you
get that advantage or something.
If you were to look at that map there, you've kind of got the it's up by the office's door. There is the somewhat collapsed not somewhat. There is the collapsed stairwell to the far south that's in between life support and the
Okay.
comms room.
Yeah, we could run for
Where
that.
where are you kind of set, because that is a dead end at the moment
It
other
is a
than the
dead
life
end at the
support
moment.
door.
Yeah. And where's the sound coming from?
The elevator
Look at the
shaft.
floor 3
Yeah,
maps.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, elevator. Yeah, do we have a
Which,
stairway? You said the stairway was collapsed.
yeah,
So
Van
really
is
gets
correct. The way up and down is currently noisy.
Yeah, then I'm gonna try and get as much distance between this, like the elevator shaft. Let's see, because I imagine I'm basically backing up. I'm staring at the map. If it's coming from the elevator, I'm backing
Yep.
up all the way basically to the stairwell, and because I have my rifle's long range,
Yep.
and so I'm trying to get as much distance between us, and I'm just kind of like setting up and taking my time aiming, to get some sort of advantage or addition to this shot I'm going to be taking as it appears.
Okay.
Can can Van run into life support really quick and see
Sure.
if there's any type of canister or oxygen tank he could rig if we needed to give a small controlled type explosion? Nothing huge like a propane
Oh,
tank, but a
yeah.
smaller like oxygen.
Yeah. Go
What
ahead
do you
and
see in life support?
yeah, as you're running in there, right? It's bad. It's bad.
Okay.
It looks like a bit of a rat's nest in here.
Oh.
In that you think someone has been living in here, and there's tubes all over that are leaking. There are definitely canisters that are empty. This is the last legs of life support. You think like this is
Okay.
if you weren't about to crash, you'd have a couple more days at best.
Okay.
You do notice that from this room there are some air vents that have been pried open, and there's obvious sign of usage of someone going in and out. But I think in terms of finding a weapon, go ahead and make an intellect roll. Yeah, because you're kind of looking for something to create a diversion or explosion or something. Is that correct?
Yep. Yeah. Rig up something
Yeah.
and then yeah. A 59 over 41, so failed.
Okay. No.
Nothing.
Take a stress as you're just looking and there's too much everywhere.
And I would also be thinking like when I got distracted by the air vents and I'd be trying to recall like I know a little bit about the station and was repairing things. Do these air vents lead to lower levels or are they
Yeah.
this level only?
Yeah, you think you could probably go down them and you'd end up in the recreation area. Maybe there's a like another room below, and there is there's probably a way over to the labs through here as well.
Okay.
And that's kind of the other half of this level.
Okay. Okay. I'll shout that out, be like, there's air vents here if you want to try to get out of here, but you're welcome to shoot whatever's coming up.
Oh, I like the air vent plan. I mean, it doesn't sound like it's moving too quickly. So if we can get around it and out, I'd rather get out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, because we're on a timer. I don't know how much longer we got left to listen collapse of the planet, but that planet's looking really close. So if we don't have to sit
Yeah.
and wait for it to come, I'd rather keep moving.
No, absolutely. Let's not idle.
Yeah, Jasper, what are you thinking?
Yeah, let's hurry up, guys. We should be on the move. We should be on the move. If this is reality or not, we should be moving.
Okay, yeah, I like that. Yeah, we'll say you're all kind of by Windy there,
Yep.
aiming at this, and
Mhm.
Windy, you can see something in that dark, the dark elevator shaft pulling itself up, and it's very Tetsuo Iron Man, if you want to kind of, that's
Mhm.
a reference. Just
Yep.
pipes and metal all stuck into what might have been a person at one point, but now they are more machine than man.
Oh,
And it's making every so often like just these digital screams out of it as you see it pull itself up, and it is got in one of its just massive kind of curled hands 3 VR sets with um basically like the Frankenstein bolts in the side of them, and the interior looks pretty damn sharp.
yeah. I'm gonna shoot it. I'm
Okay.
gonna shoot it.
Yeah, absolutely. Go
Please.
ahead
Alright.
and roll with
Please.
advantage.
Sounds good. I'll add military training to that. And I rolled a 22, critical success.
Okay.
56 and 22.
Okay.
One shot used, down to 3.
Okay.
So I roll my damage. And this it doesn't automatically double it or anything for a critical. But I did 15 damage just flat.
15 damage. All right. Um that's a good shot, and you hit something organic within
Oh,
it.
nice.
Yeah, there is like a spurt of blood, and the sound it makes is a digital roar of pain and anger. And it
Well,
pulls down a leg, and like it just finishes pulling itself up, and it looks like this round it's just going to charge you.
oh, guys, let's get the fuck out of here. I don't want to go toe to toe with this thing. I'm the only one with a weapon. I'm gonna like yell that because it's charging us right now. We're
Yeah.
not sitting here having a discussion.
Yeah. I'll Jasper and Van, what are you doing first? You were not directly in its line of sight, so there probably won't be like a speed test necessary for this.
So the vents are already pulled up where I'm at,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
I would be like, Jasper, jump in. And then I would get my vibe shetty ready and then
Mhm.
yell and say, like, hey, Wendy, come on, get in here now. And then just wait for them to jump into this tube.
Okay. I'll try to. I'll pull out my trank pistol and give it one shot before I jump into
I
the
love
vent.
it. I love it. Yeah, make a combat,
Combat roll.
Yep.
That's an 01. That's a hit.
Unbelievable. Excellent. Yeah, go ahead and roll I think Trank is kind of interesting. It needs to make a body save. Am I right there?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Damage dealt. Yes. It must make a body save. So I need to look at its instinct. See, I can follow the rules. Okay. And I have to roll. I have to roll dice. I don't like
Crazy.
this doesn't make sense.
It's funny that the rules for monsters are like hidden on the unconfirmed contact reports or whatever. Like definitely a weird spot when I started running it. I was
Yeah.
like, where am I? What is
Yeah,
this eye? What does this mean?
I
What am I doing?
definitely had to open my box set a few times to be like, oh, I need this book too. I
Yeah.
need this book too. Okay.
Yep.
Yes, I remember now. Excellent. And yeah, Jasper, how much damage does that do?
I have no idea. It just says Trank Pistol 3 shots.
3 shots.
Oh, I remember seeing it. I think it
I
was.
wonder if it maybe even does it not do damage. 1d5.
Trank pistol. Yeah,
1d5. Yep.
Okay. That is a 10, so 5.
Wowzers, Bowsers. Folks, let's somebody give me a d10 roll.
Sounds good. Nice. D10 roll 02.
2. Okay. Jasper, you hit this thing with the trank as it's pulling itself up. And it hits again like something fleshy. It's a hell of a shot. And you see it just kind of tips over backwards into the elevator shaft. And there's like the half a second pause and then an almighty crash as it lands on the floor beneath it. Well, the 2 floors beneath it, I suppose.
Okay. Yeah, he's not standing there and gawking. He's just running away.
Yeah. So, Wendy, you no longer are under immediate pressure.
Fantastic. I'm crawling into those vents.
Okay.
Clamoring as fast as my starving emancipated body will let me.
All right. Where are
More
you
than happy to
going?
make.
Yeah. So
yeah.
if you look at the map, you can basically go down a level
Yes.
and you'll end up in the recreation area. What would that be? You'd end up in life support on that level.
Yeah,
Or
sounds good.
you can go across to the labs on the other side of this, which would be probably the VR labs number 5.
Nah, I'm scrambling up floor down. I'm going downwards. We're on so many timers right now. We gotta get moving. So I'm working my way down. Just kind of throwing my body through the vents.
If we get to the VR labs, we can find out what is real.
What's
you
real
don't all
is
have to
is
go to the
cold,
same
hard
place.
ground underneath our feet.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, you're welcome to.
Is it though real? I don't know.
That's a great point. You're welcome to split up. I'm going to the ship.
Okay, I'll split up. I need to know.
Okay. Excellent. Van,
Yeah.
they
Van
took the
just sees
vents.
them. He's like, guys, what are you doing? God damn it.
I'll be back in a second.
Ah, shit. It says everybody who dies in every movie. All right. I'm going to go with him and make sure he doesn't die, Wendy. Sorry.
Best of luck. Godspeed.
Yeah, and I'll follow
Bye.
Jasper.
Excellent. Wendy descends down, and let's stick with Jasper and Van there, because you have to crawl for a little bit, and you'll end up basically exiting out into the laboratory section there. I suppose you can also stop at the sensor control there. If you're looking at the map, it's kind of a dotted line through 4 and 5 that you could stop at. Just looking out of the vent into 4, whole place looks wrecked. Like something has destroyed all the sensors there. There is a headset dangling on the wall with VR login required to operate information, and passing through that to the labs itself, you can see that this appears to be an abandoned VR lab. It is empty, and there's just like the sets dangling, like a very unfortunate plane crash or something. But it's quiet at least.
Yeah, I'll look at Van. I mean, this looks wrong. All about this is wrong. And then I go and inspect the machine.
Okay. It seems functional from what you're looking at, but there is a pretty obvious label on it that says that, um, yeah, it's like what's the word I'm looking for? It's not the main apparatus, right? Like this is the kind of training area. The astronarium would be like kind of the core part of it. This is all
Mhm.
the other VR stuff you end up doing.
So this wouldn't necessarily tell me what's going on with the VR machine somewhere else.
You can definitely tell the VR machine. Actually, you have engineering, so I'm going to give
Yeah.
this to you. From what
Okay.
you can tell here, the machines are running at extreme heat at the moment. So that server room is probably a sauna right now.
Okay.
Additionally, it looks like they've been patching in extra processors to the server room. Like you're seeing, when you go on, it's like, oh, here's a C drive, D drive, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There are other drives, and in fact, one of them. What do you think your ship's name was that the three of you were all on?
The ship.
Yeah, the ship that you
Oh,
all
that's a great question.
came here at. Yeah, it's very vague at the back of your head.
The
It'd be
Endeavor.
funny if it was named
The
like the
Endeavor.
SS Reality or something.
Yeah, yeah. I like Endeavor. The Endeavor is labeled as one of those processors that is in the server room, currently being worked like crazy to keep this VR environment running.
Yeah. Then I turn over to Van and say, so whoever did this, they're using the auxiliary ships as computing units for simulation. It's eating up all our processing power. It's almost insane.
Jesper, from your understanding of this too, it's not just that they're not using like a remote ship. Is your processor is probably in the server room, not on the ship, which is bad news for Windy because that ship's not going anywhere without a processor.
Yeah.
How's Jasper Van? How are you feeling about this?
Um, s- Upset and wondering how we find that processor. So, Jasper, is there a way to track the processor somehow, like with the computer or something?
Less with the computer, rather, I would go by the power that we use, right? If this is all running on, let's go where we generate the most heat and power. I think that would be a good guess.
Yeah, and you can tell from the layout like that, the room 3 above, essentially where you are in these VR labs, that would be the server farm.
Okay.
Looking out the door, though, you can see that there is very clearly some sort of android there in like ship's overalls, appears to be standing guard.
Okay, there's more of these freaks.
Can can I get back into the thing and ask Wendy? We really need your help up here.
Yelling at me down the vents.
Yeah, I'm yelling in the vent.
Echoing. And honestly, I think I'm still clamoring like downwards, and I don't know why these vents are. But I imagine I don't think I can pull a swift Yui
Yeah,
in the vents.
probably
So
not. Yeah.
yeah, I kind of imagine it's like the Nutty Putty cave situation. So I'm kind of just like working my way forward. Like I hear the scream, and
Yep.
I'm like, shit, I can't turn around now. That thing's probably crawling into the vents after us, so it's probably getting close. At least just that's my combat assumption,
Mhm.
is I'm still being stalked by this thing. So honestly, I'm going to ignore it and just say, God, best of luck to him, and just keep churning my way forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't hear him call back, I guess. And then
Yeah.
um I don't think your trank gun's gonna work on this thing. And I'll pull out my machete. And is it looking toward us or away from us?
Oh, you guys aren't like rushing out into the hallway unless you really want to. So
No.
No,
It-
no, 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 no,
it
no.
looks like it's keeping an eye out. Like it's obviously guarding the entrance, but it's not like holding a machine gun or something and sighting everything that moves. Like it seems more chill.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have my machete just behind my back and see if I can step out without it, just seeing if it's hostile or not. I'll be like, watch my back, Jasper.
Mhm.
Okay. Jasper
I like
looks
it.
at his back.
No, like over my back. Sorry.
Just like stepping out, the android fairly quickly sees you, turns its head. Van, please put back on one of the headsets. Escape
Yeah.
back to reality.
Oh yeah, of course. If you could grab me one. Mine broke.
Negative. Captain has required this unit to guard the server room.
Oh, why?
There are threats aboard to the captain's well-being.
Okay. Well, I heard that a threat came through the vent and dropped into the server room, so I need to get in there and check it.
Incorrect. The server room has been what do they call it? Like soldered shut. Like we have welded shut the grate from this side.
Hermetically sealed.
Indeed.
We
Yeah,
also have another Robbie within with more advanced weaponry as the last line of defense.
Okay. Okay.
Please
Um,
return to your stations.
um,
It's just giving you that like cold android look the whole time.
and there's no weapon in its hand or anything.
No, no, but you know enough about androids that yeah,
Just strangle me.
they're still dangerous.
Oh shit.
What are we doing now?
We need to get in there, right, Jasper?
It depends what we want to do. I mean, if we want to stop the simulation, yeah.
I don't. I mean, if that shuts these robots down, sure. But what about the chip for the ship?
I mean,
Jasper, actually, I suppose both
Yeah.
you and Van
Yeah.
probably you could probably unhook the processor and read like this is like
Yep.
the
Okay.
Star Wars logic, right? Like you're always fiddling with yeah, like oh, I'm doing this thing. Is like, is everybody a rocket scientist? Yes, everybody's a rocket scientist.
Cool.
You think like it'd take you a little bit of time, but whatever they've done to it, you can probably undo and redo.
Okay.
Like, it
Yeah.
is possible to retrieve.
So we can plug in the processing unit once we get it.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, we just
Okay.
need to do like a root directory reset and get a 6x3 wire. Okay. Can I just try to machete this thing into the chest? Or actually, I want to go for its head and see if I can, use the vibration of the machete to like,
I love it.
yeah,
All right.
just
yeah.
a quick snap. So,
Sure.
All right. Yeah, if you're gonna do that, it's
What's the worst that can happen? Sorry.
yeah.
die.
I think it would perform a violence on you if this fails. That is
Yes.
the downside to this combat check.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you let Jasper know, he'll try to support you by attacking or feinting an attack.
Yeah. If you want to do that
Yeah.
first to distract it, does that give me
Okay.
any type of advantage or anything?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage if Jasper
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
definitely attack it. I fail, but it's an attack. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
perfectly fine.
Okay. All right, 29
Advantage.
under 37 for me.
Very
So
nice.
success, and then the damage is 16 damage.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a d10, please, as you hack into the thing's neck. I think you were saying you're going for.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna lay into it like with my other hand on the backside of it and
I
vibrate,
love
try to
it.
vibrate through it.
I love it.
I rolled a 10 on the D10.
Okay. Well, I've got great news for your wounds as
Okay.
this thing. Yeah, and you've got an android head in your arms. It's leaking the android fluid. It's going
The milk.
everywhere. Yep,
Yeah.
the milk. And it's still talking at you like androids do. Please, we don't want to have to make an alert. Please return to your sturgeons.
Great. And then, well, I won't capitalize any more time, but
No,
I have a
that's
plan
fine.
for getting in there. So yeah.
Excellent. Well, you have a head, and let's cut back to Windy. Windy, you've crawled down. Life support, the level below, looks pretty much the same. It's a terrible situation. You see that the robot you saw before is dragging another of these bodies. It looks like the one that Van took the headset off of has expired, and it's dragging it to the stairs down a level.
Well, I think I'm gonna, Wendy's gonna think to herself, I wish I had some sort of like meta narrative where I could learn what the others knew, but unfortunately I don't. So I'm gonna keep heading to the ships to try and get out of here.
Okay,
So,
excellent.
and I'm looking at the map right now. I know I'm in life support. I'm trying to calculate the
Yeah,
quickest way to
the
the thing. I know,
the quickest way is probably and as with all things, you know this information. Um, you'd basically from where you are at the life support, you go around the corner, and the stairs going up are collapsed, but the ones going down are not. So you
and that's
could
what I'm
go,
doing.
yeah, you could go down there, then pretty much immediately scamper uh, across. It depends which ships you want to look at. The immediate off to the side, once you get down, you can see like the shuttle bay for the captain's
Yeah.
shuttle. That is right there and is very clearly locked behind a key coded
Damn.
and probably like password
Yeah, I only
required
have
sort of thing.
computers. I don't have hacking. So I'm
Yeah.
not particularly confident in my skills to crack that. I'm assuming my command key card that I won't apply. I can always try it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you have the command key card and it clips open. You
oh,
yeah. And you can see
wow.
like it's a small room. It's got very neglected looking environmental suits, and you can see a shuttle bay beyond it.
Well, my first instinct is I have jury rigging. So if I could try on one of these suits and see if
Yeah.
it's possible that I could jury rig it to being sealed or a working condition.
Yeah, I like that. They are
The intellect.
functional. Yeah, you
Okay.
think you
All
could
right.
make it, you could make this work. And this
Sounds
might
good.
even provide some protection against radiation, like a lot of spacesuits do.
I'll take
Um,
it.
Unfortunately, though, as you
Ah,
look out into the shuttle area proper, you can see beautiful shuttle. Ah, wonderful. You love to see it.
yeah.
Um,
Ah,
you'd have to start it up basically either from in there or in here. And you're pretty sure that you're going to need to be in VR to start it up.
oh. Um, that sucks. I was just gonna say, like, that's miserable. Oh, all right.
Wah, wah.
Well, yeah, huge L. So, and I wonder if that's going to apply to the other shuttles as well. I imagine everything needs a VR hookup. And that's very concerning.
Yeah, you know your
So,
ship wouldn't,
oh,
but
okay. All right. Then I'm
yeah,
gonna try and like make my way over to our ship. I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna put a pin in
all
this
right,
one mentally, and I'm going to make my way over to our ship.
all
And
right.
in terms of my advanced battle dress, actually has radiation shielding, as I'm reading out
Oh,
right now,
nice,
from a
nice.
Marine. But I would like as much radiation shielding as I can get, so I definitely will still double apply a suit if
Yeah,
possible.
it's
You know,
just safer. Yeah, you wear two.
exactly,
I like
exactly.
it. All
Um,
right. Um,
yeah,
if you are scampering across, you can kind of see it on that first map there. There's
yep.
actually a gangplank that goes over the fuel rod area, and
Oh,
you can see that there are three straining fuel rods and one that is milting out of its container. That's bad. That's
that
probably
is
not
bad.
supposed to do that.
That's bad.
Yeah. And running across, you get into this other area and it's completely dark. And I
Okay.
assume, yeah,
I
I
have
assume you
a
have some
I have a
flashlight.
headlamp on my advanced battle
I
dress.
love it.
So I've got a headlamp. But I imagine it's still pretty dang dark.
Yes, yeah, it's like the flashlight just casting
Yeah.
around. Yeah. And you can
Um,
see now that you especially now that you're off kind of the metal grating, there's a bunch of just smeared blood where this robot has dragged people through towards the back area. But you don't have
ooh.
to go look at that. You don't have to go to
No,
the med bay unless you
I'm
really want
not
to.
gonna. No, I'm not gonna follow the spooky blood trail of doom. I'm going
Mhm.
to, yeah, keep working my way.
Good
I gotta
choice.
stay focused.
Yeah.
Gotta stay focused. I'm gonna
Stay on
just
target.
keep
Stay on
stay
target.
on target. Stay on target. Don't think about it too hard. Don't think about it. I'm gonna
Mhm.
make my way to the ship at least as much
Excellent.
as I can.
Yeah, and if you look at there, there's basically a little security area,
Hmm.
and walking into that, it's almost like a bank teller's sort of thing with the bulletproof glass. There's one of these androids, the same style as Van
Yep.
saw and beheaded upstairs, just sitting underneath a fluorescent lamp. And you can see there are the doors to the dock and then a storage area next to it, but it's not stopping you from going into those. It's more stopping the lockup area behind it.
Understood. Understood. Okay. So does the Android look like it's online
Yes,
and
yes.
cognizant? Okay. I'm gonna let's see. He's not gonna. I'm gonna try and like as calmly as possible, like calm myself down, act like everything's normal. Walking up and say, "Hey, working Joe, I'm trying to get in to this space to do just some routine checks."
Mhm. Please wear your required outfit. The VR suit is required to get into the space dock.
Makes sense, and that's where I'm running into the issue where I just seem to have lost mine. Could you point me to the nearest VR suit hookup?
Mm. Yes, and it points into storage. There is currently a crew member experiencing medical distress. His unit should be available shortly.
Okay, I have a plan. And I'm going to go into that lookup area or
Into
that
the
lock,
storage.
the
Yeah,
storage
yeah,
area.
the
Yeah, absolutely,
storage.
the storage area. Yep.
Yep. And think, big warehouse, shelves toppled all over, and it's pretty clear immediately that there is somebody that has been buried under there, probably for weeks. They have more of these tubes and the same sort of pouch that Van has strapped to them.
Hmm.
Somebody's been keeping this person alive,
Oh,
uh, but they're not looking good.
yeah. A wall. What I'm gonna do is I want to try and yank off the headset from this person, and I'm going to put it on, but not like enter if possible. I'm just trying to like
Okay.
put it on, and I know I'm going to be probably pretty blind when I'm wearing this thing while not actually wearing it. So I'm going to be trying
Yeah,
to fool this android into letting
I
me
love
pass
it.
my ultimate game plan.
Go ahead and give me an intelligence
Sounds good.
check. It's your
My
you
intellect.
you
I
rip it
have I
off. You're a
have
marine type, so maybe the violence doesn't worry you as much as this one just kind of sighs as its blind eyes are looking out and dies. Don't
yeah,
worry about it.
sad. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it.
Don't worry about it.
I do have computers or jury rigging if
Yeah,
either would
yeah.
apply. All
That's
right, sounds good.
both of those are appropriate as you're fiddling with the headset to try and
Sounds
basically
good.
turn
The
it off.
computers, and let's see, I'm shooting success at 16 under 45.
Okay. You are able to basically disengage the portion that overwrites your inputs, right?
Mhm.
So you won't look, you won't hear, but it will still be running in the
Yeah,
background. Yeah.
Hmm.
makes sense. I imagine again, like I'm pretty blind in this thing because it's still over
That
my
is the
eyes, and I'm
problem.
just
Yes.
I'm trying to like very like I kind of get as close as I can so that the robot like can't see me around the corner, and that's when
Yep.
I like kind of count the number of steps I need to like get to where I need to go, and I'm gonna slide it on and kind of blindly pretend to make way and say, I got everything I need now. Can you let me through or at least open this door?
Of course, Wendy, no problem. How's your day been going? And you
It's
hear
been a
this
weird one, to
message.
be honest.
I know there's all these red things going through. Captain's, looking for everybody. It's wild.
Yeah, just one of those days.
You hear the whoosh of sound in front of you.
Got it. And using by that sound, I'm gonna try and close eye, just like stroll through it out of view of this android.
Damn, tied a few too many on. You hear as walking out.
Oh yeah, when you get bouncing all day, you gotta see what it's like on the other side.
Yep, exactly. He laughs, and the door
Well,
behind you.
I'm gonna take it off. I'm
Absolutely.
gonna keep it like if I could somehow like hook it around my waist or just like put it in
Yeah,
a bag or
yeah,
something,
I buy that.
just so like I have it available. But that'll be whew, I'm gonna take that off so I'm not blind anymore.
Yes. So there are 3 ships in this bay. Hell yes. 3 potential escape routes, one for each of you.
Got it, Wendy.
Um, it looks like they're being pulled apart a little bit.
Oh.
Your ship, the Endeavor, is looking usable. You think if Van and Jasper were here, they'd be throwing a fit at the way some of the wiring has just been pulled out and whatnot, but maybe it's fine. When you go inside, though, you can basically see the control hub of this ship, the processor unit, has been carefully removed.
God, of course. Oh, I wonder if it's been implemented in the rest of the ship to keep it moving. But God, that's brutal. Just another fucking day right here. And so, all right. So I'm kind of, oh God, so I'm at a stalemate. I don't have communications with the other two. I'm kind of just in this bay alone. And
Yep.
do other ships are even worse state, I imagine.
Yeah,
So,
they're pretty bad. And we'll say you like quick look over there. They are also missing their processing units.
Does the and maybe use my computers or possibly triggering for
Mhm.
this skill, but my thing is I'm just trying to assess like if I somehow got a processing unit back, could it be reinstalled
Yes.
or is this thing
Yes.
so okay? All
Yeah, you think your ship's the most likely to succeed and not blow up on ejecting from the station?
right. Well, I really hope Van and Jasper are doing okay right now.
Yeah. What's your next step? Because yeah, you got to get in touch
Yeah.
with them.
Damn, I'm kind of screwed, and I know where the. I guess what I'm going to try and do. Let's see what else I have on this floor that I could possibly try.
Mhm.
Because I don't want to make my way back up in the vents. I want to. We got fuel runs. We got rental control, nutrient vents. I mean, security could have more weapons, which would be good if this thing is still hunting us down.
Yeah, and
I would like
security's
to.
that room you went through
Yeah,
with
it
the
makes
guy.
sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was curious. Obviously, I was kind of blind when I was walking through it, but I would love to see if it got any additional weapons or anything I could, prep because
There's
what I'm
probably
planning to
those in
do.
lockup. Yeah,
Yeah, I guess
probably.
my new current goal, long term goal, is to try and set up an ambush for this thing that I still imagine whether it is or isn't. My Wendy is convinced this thing is stalking her, so I'm going to try my best and set up an ambush using my military training, possibly by raiding the
Okay.
security or the lockup or storage.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So going back into security, you're going to see. Well, you don't see. Like I'm
Yeah,
assuming
because
you're putting the thing.
I'm
Yeah,
putting it back on to walk past
back
the
on.
guy.
Uh, you walk into the room. You hear him greeting you once more. It's like, "Hey, Wendy,
Mhm.
back so soon."
Yeah, it turns out there's some issue with the processor. It's going
Yeah.
to be a whole thing, and just one of those days here. So
And you bump
on
into
the hunt.
something.
But I'm going to very quickly like take a few steps back, um, and kind of try and walk my way backwards to where I came, and
Yeah.
take off my headset and see what I bumped into.
It definitely felt fleshy when you hit it. And when you draw up the headset, you see that there's 5 of these crewmates standing in a rough circle, all angled to look where you are. They look like they have like pipes and
Oh, they're hunting
other,
me.
yeah, other sort of weaponry. And we're going to cut up to Jasper and Van. The two of you, you have beheaded an android successfully.
I really don't like this, man. This is bad.
Eh, yeah, I don't like it either, but I don't know what else we should do. I mean, we can go find Wendy, but we got processor right here and we have a chance to shut this shit down, right?
Okay. So we need to go back to the ship now.
No, we got to get into the server room with to get the chip to make the ships work.
Okay.
But and then the and I'll point down to the dead android and say, he said there's a well-armed one right beyond this door. Do you got I don't know. I look at him and be like, you got a tranq pistol. I don't know how much that's gonna help, but you got anything else that could be helpful?
Uh, I don't know. Do they show up on bioscanners?
Uh, you don't think your trank pistol would do much to this type of
Yeah.
android, I'm afraid. It worked well
Um.
against that thing in the stairwell because it probably was human at one point.
Mhm. Um. this is- I'll I'll check the sensors. Maybe we can see what's happening in the other room, and
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll try to get an idea what's happening there.
Yes, I like that. Kind of the door sensor.
Hmm.
Immediately you're getting signs of overheating, like it's all in the red, and a sign reading warning ensure none are logged in when shutting down servers is prominent on the station. Um, and we'll say you get like that kind of grainy alien footage of within, because you can see that the server farm has been wired every which way into like this weird spider's web of cords, but you can clearly see your processor in there. But there is also a android that looks exactly like the one you just beheaded with a small machine gun.
Um.
But I will say, you've never seen like these
Mhm.
androids must be like people, right? Like, or like you would have had to have seen them in the virtual reality world or the real world.
Mhm.
You don't remember anybody toting around machine guns, so this is kind of
Yeah.
strange.
I'll shake the thought and I'll say one more. Maybe I can reroute the power here. There's a lot of excess heat, and I'll try to manipulate the environmental controls
Mhm.
to basically concentrate release heat into the general location of that android. Maybe I can burn it
Mm.
up.
Oh, I like that a lot. Um, I would say that is possible. Don't critically fail,
Okay.
because that would probably be not ideal for the other machinery within
Yeah.
said room.
I got to Ben. When I try to leak some coolant fluid into the room to
Nice,
hopefully burn the android.
nice. I like it. Yeah, I'm thinking that's a you're thinking
Can
smartness. whatever.
Can I use the engineering thing?
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that?
absolutely.
Okay. Then it's a 66 out of 68.
Okay.
That's what you wanted. All right, all right.
That's what we needed.
So what is this like on that tiny little camera you have of the interior? What's this look like?
Probably one of the pipes, one of the valves spurting an alarm, like blurp, blurp,
Mhm,
blurp,
mhm.
immediate coolant discharge, blurp, 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 and then
Oh.
the camera goes white when the stuff comes out or something.
Excellent. Yeah. And pretty closely after, if the door opens and you just see there is an android there with his face melted into slag off to the side, just deactivated. Looks like he took whatever that steam was very badly.
I'm done rolling for today.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a perfect time. The room is still very hot, but you see the processor is sitting plugged into everything at the moment.
Yeah. Could I use my mechanical repair to safely remove it?
Okay, yeah, go ahead and do it. You think it's gonna take a while.
Okay.
You are gonna try and remove it quietly, essentially, I assume. You're not just gonna start ripping plugs.
No, yeah. Yeah, it might take quite a while because I got a 78 over 56.
Okay. Okay. You're beginning
We
to
have all
work
the
on it.
time.
Yeah, all the time in the world. It's perfectly
In
fine.
the next 2 hours before we crash, yes.
Yeah, there's no rush. No rush at all. As yeah, you're starting to pull wires. It's a delicate thing. And you're starting to
Sweat
hear,
gets in my face, like I'm
yeah.
wiping my eyes. I can't see well. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're starting to hear alarms that are essentially the someone is tampering with the VR. Attention needed. Someone is tampering with the VR. Attention needed. So you think you have not gone unnoticed from that particular check.
Okay.
But yeah.
I'll ask him when he's working on it. Do you remember anyone having machine guns? This is so weird.
No, I don't. But you should probably grab that and watch our back with this alarm going off.
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah.
The machine gun, the grip is probably molten
Yeah,
and stuff,
yeah.
and try to make it functional again.
Yeah, I like that. I'd say with it, I'll let that critical keep going of like you got this thing's head and maybe like the sight's probably shot, but
Yeah.
you can still shoot. I like that. Yeah. So is the two of you, Jasper, you're taking up position, Van pulling out bits. We're gonna jump down again to Windy, and you see there's these five just completely almost zombie like individuals, the VR dead, some might say,
Hmm.
that have you in the doorway to the ship bay. What are you doing?
Well, I don't think they understand that, I'm not locked in with them, but they're locked in with me because I got my armor dress on and I've got a lot of guns on me.
Okay.
So I'm going to, make an attempt at like kind of backing up, attempting to communicate while my real military goal is to get as much distance between this group and I so I can start unloading with my long range machine gun. I'm not sure how closely they're following me, but my goal is to kind of non-threateningly back up while making space and getting my weapon ready.
Okay. I think maybe a speed check just to
Sure.
kind of quietly
Absolutely.
breeze out, because you see they're like taking steps forward haltingly. You can just
Without a doubt.
imagine in their worlds they've
Yeah.
cornered one of these red things.
Absolutely. I'd love to, if we say no, of course, I'd love to use my military training to
Sure.
like
Yeah.
kind of even just assist of bringing up the weapons and preparing for a fight.
I like
Let's
it.
see, success 30, beat a 44.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Go ahead and you have that moment, and now they're running at you. They're
Absolutely.
coming in
That's
with
why I
that.
start.
And, yeah, you're ready.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, I'll roll the attack.
Go ahead and roll the roll that.
Success 17. I'm going to screenshot my log and send it to you. Send it
I
in the
love
chat.
it.
This is the luckiest I've ever had of Mothership rolls.
Welcome,
Like, this is
welcome to
fantastic.
playing with Nathan. I don't know
Yeah.
how my players do it, but it's
incredible.
astonishing.
It's incredible. I was, just complaining about it in the
I love
other
it.
chat too. Yeah.
Yeah, roll
but one shot
roll
used.
damage. Yeah.
Sounds good. 21. So
21.
I'm gonna just I know I got multiple targets, so I'm just gonna try and hit like the first.
Absolutely. Yeah, you take out 2 of them almost
Blam.
immediately. Yeah, they just shatter and fall, but the rest are just jumping over them to get to you. You can
Makes
just
sense.
imagine that they just saw some alien
Yeah.
hurt their friends. You think they're gonna descend on you and try and pull you apart.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm running low on ammo. I know I got 2 shots left, so I'm gonna do it again.
Hell yeah.
Do it again.
Roll that
Let's
combat.
see, attack.
Don't fail.
Yeah, right. Still uses ammo even if I fail, which is very sad. Success 51 over 57. So
All right.
let's roll
Roll that
damage. I got
damage.
16. I got 1 shot left.
You take out 2 more. It's just and there's just
And
the one left teetering. You winged it before,
Yeah.
and it seems terrified. What do you do?
I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna spend like the action, whatever, to switch to my revolver, and I'm gonna give this person like a chance to back off. Like if they come at me, I'm gonna shoot my revolver at them close range. Otherwise, I'm gonna give them the chance to get away.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a speed test.
Sounds good. Is this for me pulling out my revolver or?
No, this is to notice something in time.
Got it. Sounds good. Just rolling a raw 58 failure. Gain 1 stress.
58 failure. Okay. Get a stress.
Yep.
As you see that this individual is like stopped. They're pulling away. You're watching them. In the corner of your eye, the little slot to the back room area clicks open, and a small object gets tossed into the room.
Uh-oh.
And it sure looks like a grenade.
Yup.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to dive either like behind cover. You know, a military training's going to kick in. I've seen a grenade before.
Yep.
So I'm going to try and like dive for cover or some sort of like armor, AP, the light cover, or whatever I can really get behind to separate me in this blast. And, hands overhead, like laying on the ground.
Okay. Go ahead and I'm going to say make a body save.
Sounds good to me. Make a body save. Just rolling it raw. I'm trying to beat a 25. 96 failure. So another stress gained.
Yeah, take a stress, and I'm just looking up a value for no particular reason.
I like this app.
There you go.
Automatically adds a stress. Really nice.
Okay. It's not so bad. Take 11 damage as this grenade goes off, absolutely obliterates the person that was trying to back away, and like your ears are ringing. There's a smell of burnt flesh and whatever explosive they had, and smoke, filling the room. Just that damn robot voice from the other side. Threat assessment neutralized. Threat assessment neutralized. What are you doing?
Well, I've got to stand up and assess the damage. I've got good news and I've got bad news. My good news is, my armor dress ate it, and I didn't take any damage. The bad news is my armor dress ate it and is now in pieces, hanging off my chest. So, both good and bad. So I'm going to destroy it. It gives me armor damage reduction of baseline 3, even when it's destroyed. But yeah, so my armor is destroyed. I'm still wearing it, even the destroyed armor. But I imagine my headset is all flickering and out, and I've lost any of the damages. So very sad, but kind of standing up, assessing. I've got 1 shot left in my machine gun. I've got 6 shots in my revolver. That guy's destroyed. I'm not in any danger, but obviously I'm not doing anything important here. So,
yeah,
I guess
think
I'm gonna go back.
The danger is probably that robot behind the security glass that threw the grenade out. It doesn't seem to know you're still there, just amidst the smoke and everything. That's probably the biggest threat at the moment.
That is the biggest threat. Yeah, so I got to make it past him. I honestly, these guys been such a pain in the ass to um, deal with. I kind of want to just kill him at this point. But if I still have that VR headset on me, even if it's like a little scorched, I'd like to do one last attempt of fooling him and walking past. Because
Okay.
was the Android in VR? Was the Android wearing a VR headset?
The Android is not wearing a VR headset,
Okay. All right.
but
Yeah.
they do react to you differently if you're wearing the headset or not, right? Like,
Yes. Yeah. That's what I
it's
just wanted to make sure. I wanted to
yeah,
make sure I wasn't appearing as a red blob for the Android. Or I don't know if I'd be able to tell
yeah.
that. That's my internal logic
Yeah.
thinking.
Um, make one more. I feel like a save is appropriate here
Sure.
to see if this device got broken.
Yeah. Works for
Probably
me.
body. Probably body
Sounds good.
again.
I'll make a body. Um, I'd love to add jury rigging to it if I could, as like to try
Sure.
and slap shit together. I'm
I
still only
love it.
rolling for a 35, so and
I love
I
it.
73 failure, so did not matter.
Okay.
Gain stress.
Gain stress as you are trying to pull this and you're pretty sure
But yeah, it's like I can't even hold this
well,
up to my
I'll
face.
say what's worse is it is working and
Oh
you're getting like little flashes of the VR world now
yeah, that
back
is
in between that.
that's unsafe. So I'm not going to be putting that on.
Yeah.
And honestly, what I'm going to try and do is I know this android thinks I'm a threat. Um, I'm going to get my revolver ready and kind of just like if I can like quickly peek. Is he behind armor glass?
He's behind glass, yeah.
Yeah,
You think you could probably with a few shots get to him, but
yeah. I'm gonna try and like I don't have a lot of ammo left, but I will be trying to kind of peek around and just like let one rip at him.
okay. Go ahead and do a combat. Well, let's
Sounds
see
good.
how this goes.
Success 17, and let me roll the damage. I rolled a 5, and that's 1d10 plus 1.
Okay. The window spider webs and cracks like you think any more shots behind this. But this thing behind is just unit under attack, unit under attack. Paul, 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 Paul,
Mm.
Paul, Paul, Paul.
Paul's the monster. That's my call. That's my feeling in the gut. So I'm gonna keep firing because I want this thing to shut up as quick as possible.
Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, just like
you just like taking chunks out of it and it falls down. The mouth is still going, Paul, Paul, Paul. And we'll jump upstairs to Jasper and Van.
I yank away some ammo.
Yeah. Jasper, you're keeping an eye out on the hallway, and you see the kind of the airlock between the areas open up, and one of these other crewmates with the set is walking towards you with another headset in its hands. Just kind of, it's not quite stable as it's walking.
But it's coming directly towards me.
Yeah.
I mean, I have the pistol. I go towards. Red, should I shoot?
Yeah, I'm like, yes, probably.
Okay. I try to give you cover and aims in the general direction.
All right. I like it.
That's a miss by 4 points. 37 over 33.
Okay. The bullet goes over, and this thing rushes you, and you feel it thud into your chest, and it just kind of falls, having pushed this headset into your hands, and it just kind of limply hits the ground, and it's still breathing, this person,
Mm-hmm.
but it seemed like it was just there to get that to you.
Ren is still out working, so I'm like, okay.
Yep.
I mean, I do kind of want to know what's happening the VR side. Anyway, so when he's not looking, I'll sneak a peek in the VR.
I like it. Yeah, you pop back in. It's a beautiful kind of hallway again. Everything's back, fully lit, no flickering. Um, there is a crew member at your feet, just kind of smoking a cigarette, like just taking a little break, just chilling. Uh, one of your, a maintenance guy is over there, and his head's definitely still on his shoulders. Yeah, sure thing.
Okay.
He's just
Okay.
he's just napping. But there is the captain down the hallway again. This kind of portly gentleman just walking, and as soon as you have that vision, he's like, Jasper, you're back. Oh, thank God. Oh,
So
thank
what's
God.
happening?
It's going crazy. The people are disappearing left and right. There's something down in the ship bay that's shooting. The aliens, they have some more weapons than we thought. I don't know. It's bad. It's bad.
But you said they were peaceful.
I thought they would. I thought they weren't like they'd respond to violence. I don't know. I don't know. It's bad, but you believe me, right? You believe me, Jasper.
What is he? Does he look manic or?
He looks scared,
Mm-hmm.
but he doesn't seem like he fully knows how to show it correctly. Like there's little ticks here and there. He might go like, "You believe me, right? You believe me."
What is happening at the VR? I ran a diagnostic and it says that we are at processing capacity.
Uh, yeah. It's look.
You
We
should
need
inform me when you're when you're running complicated tests. You know, that's my domain.
it's to keep everybody safe. All right. It's just to keep everybody safe. We need to
Safe
still be
from
here.
what?
The other place where people disappear to. I've heard what people say. It's terrible. It's you can't want to live there. We have to keep everybody here. Don't you understand?
Not really. I look at him and I try to, as far as I can, right? Try to make some sense from it. I'm like, it's just a simulation, isn't it?
Yeah.
We should end it before we burn through the ship with this.
And like a lot of the kind of lamp looks weird. It occurs to you that you have no idea what the captain's name is.
Yeah.
He's always just been the captain, and maybe he hasn't always been the captain. I mean, he's as long as you've known him, he's been the captain, but people talk like maybe he wasn't.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Look, Captain, we've known each other for how long?
Oh, I mean, pretty much our entire life, right? Like, it's going back a long ways.
Uh-huh.
And his eye just kind of starts to rotate. Just one of his eyes starts doing loops. And you can feel all these memories adding in of you and the captain, you know, going to the engineering schools together, you and the captain growing up in your home planet and running through things. The thing is, he never changes age. Like he's
Yeah,
always
he's
the
always the
same
captain.
middle-aged guy, just
Yeah.
always hanging out. And finally the eye comes back around. Don't you remember, right? We're
Oh
friends. I'm
yeah.
just trying to help.
I fully remember now. You are definitely not messing with me in any way.
Yeah, go ahead and make a sanity save, I think is
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
probably appropriate.
That's a 60 a fail.
Okay. Yeah, take a take a stress.
Mhm.
And I think this is probably an appropriate panic time.
Okay.
So roll a
for panic,
d20. You
a
want to be, I
below
believe,
my
below. Yes. Or
below or
you want to
above
be over. You want to be over your
my stress.
stress. Yes.
Okay, 17 is a success then.
All right.
Okay.
Keeping it together.
I'll look at him and say, we you want us to be safe, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. I look at him intensely and say, I see what you're trying to do, but it's not working. Okay? We need to get off the ship before we all die here.
Oh. Oh. Make an intellect check.
Mm-hmm.
And this will be to see if you can convince this.
Mm.
Definitely not a person.
Not even if we put master skill on it with engineering, nothing. 84 is too much.
Yeah. He's looking at you and he's just going, no, no, no. We can't. This is the only safe place. I'm so scared of losing all of you. And Van, I want to cut to you as you're pulling out, this processor. Give me another intellect roll.
Yeah. I'll add my mechanical repair as well.
Yeah, please, please.
All right. This time success, 15 under.
Okay. This is good news for Jasper.
Okay.
As
Wait, what?
you pull the processor, you disconnect the last bit, and the unit you have basically shuts down in your hands, which is good. It means it's disconnected. And Jasper, your VR vision just goes out, and the captain is gone completely. You just have like a dead VR set on your head.
Okay. I basically more or less finish my sentence to the captain. Like you need to. He's gone again. I'll face Van and say, I don't think it's trying to hurt anyone.
Yeah. Hopefully I killed it by pulling that out there. I understand it might not be trying to hurt people, but it is. So
Yes. Oh, yes, it is. He, a bit frustrated, tries to get through to that to that silly engineer, mechanic. Like, if we can convince it, it can let everyone else go.
oh, okay.
It's still in control of the situation.
Yeah, I mean you can have a conversation with it. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. What do you how can I help you, Jasper?
I don't know. We need to program the VR. I think that would be the only way that I can at least can think of it. But let's no. Okay, survival first. Let's see that we can get out of here, and maybe I can program the VR.
I like that. I like that. Yeah, you, especially with like the sound of the ship groaning underneath you.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, you're thinking maybe, but it would be a race basically to get that together and get the ship off. Maybe it's possible from the ship. So that probably would be the most prudent is get this processor downstairs. And
Well,
yeah.
should we go through the vents?
is this possible?
Oh, I mean that's how we got here. Yeah, so
Yeah, you can go
Oh
back
yeah.
to the VR
Sorry.
lab. Yeah.
it's okay.
When I was thinking, I was looking. Look, it's
You were in the VR too long. I get it. Let's go. Let's go.
yeah, I look at him and then I nod disgruntledly. And
like it. Downstairs, Wendy, you're in the security place. You've destroyed this android, and the station shudders again underneath this. And then the next shudder you feel isn't, you don't think, the station moving. It's something coming down the hallway.
Sad.
Scraping, yeah, scraping. Those
Yeah.
electronic screams going again.
Ugh. I'm kind of in a box scenario right now, which is bad. My military senses are tingling as far as one way forward, one way, behind
Yeah,
me.
you've got the storage, just because the map can be a little confusing. The storage does have a second
Storage.
exit,
Okay.
kind of the
Then
way
I'm
around, and I think a stairwell up.
yeah, or it
Or
says elevator.
an elevator, yes, an elevator
Yeah.
up to the second. So
Yeah, then I'm gonna retreat somewhere that has a an escape route, being the
okay,
elevator or in the other door. Um, Escape into room number 6 in the storage. I'm gonna quickly glance around if I can see if anything I can do to like either barricade the door behind me or anything that I could use to make a trap for the thing. Um,
I
but
like a
more
barricade.
focus
I
on
think a
moving.
barricade
Yeah,
would be fairly straightforward of just like knocking some shelves around.
yeah, sounds good. Then I'm gonna barricade that, and I'm like, well, I could either escape up, but I gotta find my teammates, and we gotta get our processor back. So I'm gonna start looking for the elevator and seeing if there's a way I could make my way up.
Okay, yeah, I think uh, I think that makes sense to kind of have, the elevator gets you up to the mess hall, and you try to not focus too much on the mess hall and the
Yeah,
bodies that are now just staring listlessly out with their headsets. There's no interaction at all that you can see. And running into the hallway, you can see Van and Jasper exiting life support with, sure looks like a processor.
hell yeah. I'm gonna say, hey guys, nice to see you again. This has been a terrible, terrible day for us. We need. Is that a processor I'm seeing in your hands? Is that the
Yeah. No thanks
ah?
to you,
Yeah.
Wendy. God damn it.
Then we're in business. Thanks to me, I know exactly where it needs to go. We got to get down to the ship and reinstall it. There was a gang hunting me, but I cleared them out. You're welcome. There's another monster that's hunting me. I did not clear it out. I apologize. So we need to figure out what's going on. We need to not figure out what's going on. We know what's going on. We need to bait this thing away from our ship. And we need to install it and get it out of there. I imagine installing it's not going to be the quickest process. So we either need to be prepared to defend ourselves against the thing as we install this ship, or figure out something to bait it around.
All right. Well, I took it out. I can probably install it if you give me enough time.
All right, I think we can do that. I got one shot left of my machine gun, which I don't love, and I've got 3 rounds left of my revolver. What else do we have? Take
Uh,
assessment.
Jasper, did you bring that machine gun with you?
I'd roll for it.
The what?
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
But I don't know how much it has left. How do I tell? There is no display. I point them the thing
Yeah,
because the display
I'm gonna-
melted off.
There's
I
a
would love
clip
to crack
left.
it
Yeah,
open.
there's a
Yeah,
clip
all
left in it. Yeah.
I was gonna add one reload. Is it the same as my machine
Yeah,
gun?
yeah, I'll keep
All
it
right,
easy.
got it.
Yeah.
I'll add a reload on there,
Space
and I'm gonna
bullets.
space bullets, and I'm gonna take the second to reload my machine gun if that's okay with those extra
Please.
rounds.
Please.
All right, reloading it. My machine gun's back up to full. All right, so we have a machine gun here. Yeah, then I guess
Okay.
that's the game plan. I've barricaded the room that it was chasing me through, so I'm kind of like the idea if it smashed through here and starts coming up this elevator shaft, we can loop back around.
So last
And try
stand
it.
here, basically.
Yeah, or we can, yeah, I say we try and get down to 3 and start installing it. And we can last stand in the ship room as we
Yeah.
install it.
You think it's likely that it's in the bay. So I think you were saying you kind of wanted to lure it out. What's the plan for that?
Let's see, it seems like it's lured by any like androids seeing us and like sending out its alert. So do you guys know of like a possibly still functioning android around here we can get to trigger the alarm and then just sprint in the other way?
Could I have brought that android head with me
I
under my
love that
shoulder?
idea.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll just
All
toss him
right.
the head and it's like still talking. So,
I'd love to either see about using my computer skills or something to try and like rig it to set off the alarm.
I like that a lot. Yeah, go ahead and attempt that.
Sounds good.
it's got like wires.
74
hooked into it.
fail.
74
Gain to stress.
fail. Okay, gain a stress as we're kind of coming to the end of the time here.
Hmm.
You are where are you as you're doing this? Like, what's
I guess
the
we're still kind of in the
that-
hallway where we found them. Like
yeah.
wherever you guys
Okay.
processors, but we do need to have a plan to get like if one I will say, I guess before I start stabbing it, which we know is going to fail, but before I start stabbing it to get it working, I'm going to say
no.
we need to find the path, the quickest way once we set off the alarm and we beat the thing up here to get to the ship.
Yeah.
So I guess we're going to look at our maps and kind of like assess the cleanest path we can find.
Yes, you basically have two ways around here, right? We'll say you're in the life support on floor 2.
Hmm. Hmm.
You have the stairwell down that end you near the captain shuttle, or you can go across to the habitation and take the elevator down. And from Windy, you're going to have to basically go at the other exit of the storage around security to get to the ship. So the stairwell down's quite a bit faster
Yeah, let's
than
do
the
that.
elevator.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jasper.
No, I was thinking, can I support Van in
Sure,
installing the thing? Okay, because if not,
say
I would have tried
advantage.
something else.
Yeah, you
Sounds
can give
good.
advantage on that.
Do you have higher
Okay.
intellect, Jasper? You're the engineer. You want to make the stab at this one?
Yeah, but he's the mechanic, and Jasper is kind of distracted.
Got it.
Because
That's
he's thinking like, okay, maybe I can program the VR to send the real situation to
Mhm.
the captain alien so that it would let people go. So he's kind of thinking that, and he's more
Got it.
supporting.
I
So
like
I'll
it.
roll again for the advantage.
Sounds good.
13 success.
Okay. You get this on, and the benefit that you get is it does not silently broadcast you for a few seconds. It basically, you can start hearing it go, Paul, 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 and it sounds like it is sending out an alert. You
All right.
hear it, yeah,
Let's drop
coming
it
up
and
the
run
stairs. All right.
like a hot potato.
I think this is a
Yep.
great plan. And this thing's so loud, you can get around it, but your time is limited once you get to the ship.
Yep.
So I think let's get an install from the group of you.
Yeah,
See
if
how
we're running down the
fast this can
stairs.
work. Yeah.
Absolutely. Someone else, just the engineer, want to work on the install. I'll kind of set up prepared.
Sure.
Because I know there's only one way into this thing. So I'm setting up
Yep.
prepared with my machine gun to kind of
I
like
love it.
get advantage on it when it appears. So I'm prepped and ready to aim at the doorway.
Yep. Van, what are you doing?
I mean, if I'm installing, I'll use my mechanical repair
Okay.
to do it. But unless Jasper thinks he can do it better.
No.
Okay. Are you helping me? Am I getting advantage?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
He's definitely
I think
helping,
that makes sense.
but he's not leading in any way right now.
All right. 26 under the 56. So success.
Okay. Success. Wonderful. Windy, you hear, I guess, what's Van? Success. You hear it.
Yeah.
Vroom.
Well, Van, it took him forever to get it undone. And he was like, he knows it inside and out now. And
Yep.
and luckily enough, it's the ship that matches the processor. So like he's able to just kind of like start fitting it in and get it in there and then attach a few things quickly.
Love it. Yeah, it's clipping in, it's powering on. Windy, you see through the doorway this thing, it has to kind of pull itself through. Go ahead and take your shot if you want to shoot it. You don't have
absolutely.
to. You could let
I
Paul
do want to
be.
shoot it. No, I'm going to blast it. 42 success.
That's
And
what
my
you wanted.
damage is a 27.
Okay. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, I like this machine gun.
Yeah, this is very good. As you are just laying into this thing, and it's sputtering, and Jasper and Van, you have the ship ready and active. You're good to go if you want to go.
No, don't leave me. Don't leave me.
I mean, I have no piloting skills, so I'll wait by the door with my vibe shetty out, waiting for Wendy to get on, just in case Wendy needs help. So
Okay,
I'm assuming y'all are screaming like, "Get on!"
I love
get
it.
to the chopper.
Yes. Now. Now.
All right, then
I
I'm gonna.
like it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like I know I unloaded into it, and I imagine it's still
Yep.
kind of coming at me. I'm gonna instead of keep firing, I'm gonna try and like unseat myself and try and like rush as quick as I can to get on the ship if that
Hell
needs a
yeah.
speed roll or something like that. See if I can
No.
beat it.
In fact, as you're gunning it down, I just happened to roll the wound you inflicted. 10. You
Yeah,
absolutely managed to kill this thing.
Another successful combat mission for Wendy.
See
Just
ya,
another
Paul.
day, another dollar. Let's get off this pile of junk.
I love it. And yeah, the Endeavor with the three of you on it scrapes out into space, shedding a piece here and there, but certainly nothing you don't have weeks to spare as you are getting to watch the station pull away into the atmosphere and just fall apart. Uh, what's kind of the epilogue for the three of you as you're in this ship flying away? How you feeling?
I would like to make the statement. It's bad that I kind of missed the cooking in VR.
Yes, that is bad.
And I guess we're gonna just chart ourselves to the nearest space station. Oh look, is that Prospero's dream? Always wanted to go there.
Ross Perot. Oh, it's the off brand.
Yeah.
Van would be like just pinching himself, and he would probably pull that sack of goo off of his body.
Mhm.
And he has internalized what Jasper was saying about not necessarily like knowing which of the realities was real, and that's sticking with him. So he's kind of just wearily thinking maybe we're out of this, but maybe we're not. So we could just be in a basement somewhere in another like VR headset. So
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Jasper.
Yeah, Jasper's feeling a deep sense of loss. Like he encountered an alien intelligence, and it was not necessarily hostile, but maybe overly protective. And he was like, there was a chance for communication, and he failed in a way. So he's kind of a bit downtrodden. I mean, happy to be
Mhm.
alive. He doesn't really care too much about the other crewmen, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, literally, you didn't know them. Not really.
Yeah.
And
He's also not really a people person, but it was a
yeah.
big chance of understanding something new, and
Yeah.
he kind of failed at that. And that's
Well, I've got
eating.
good news then as we'll hit the stinger for this particular one shot is you are maybe considering the alien presence, the loss of that, and your ship computer readout, like it's giving all the information of like the red text of things that are going wrong, and just in the text in there is I just want to keep you safe, Jasper. We'll end with that.
Oh, this was great. I had a
Yeah.
Paul's
fantastic
on board.
time.
That's VR Dead, the one shot version of it. I dropped some art. I absolutely love the Paul art that is out
Oh
there.
yeah,
It's
Super
very
cool.
Metal
Mirrors off
Gear.
this, too.
Yeah. But yeah, that's that. Thanks for playing, everybody. Thanks
Yeah,
for
thank you.
doing
Thank you
that.
for running it.
Absolutely, I
was a
appreciate everyone
blast.
adjusting to the time slot too. Like, I had a great
Of course,
time.
yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
Before we close out, since we're running up the time, let's do plugs. Since I know we've got people that want to plug things. Palmer, I'm going to start with you.
Sounds good. I'm Prince Dabsel on YouTube. I make videos about Delta Green and Mothership modules. So come check me out if you want some advice on how to run those.
Nice.
Check it out.
I'm Nick. I'm the handler for Dead Letter Bureau. You can search it on any podcast and find it. Delta Green Podcast, sometimes Mothership, and soon to be Trophy Dark.
Sick. Love some Trophy Dark. All right, Jan, Anything from
Nah, I
you?
have nothing to plug. No, thank
Great.
you.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, check out our Discord, our Patreon. Come play with us. We're running games ever so often. And if people say, hey, I haven't played that and I want to, sometimes it'll just happen because
Sure.
we like playing games. So thanks a bunch, guys. And we'll catch you next time for another It's Alive actual play. Bye. Thanks for listening. Be sure to check out the RPG Reanimators podcast for horror scenario reviews, interviews, gaming discussions, and more.